And we are live. It is Reality Alert at night. I'm Max Gieser, and I'm here with my friend Ian Mather. Ian, how are you doing today?
I'm doing so good. Not to start this, I don't know if I should bring this up, but like somebody was killed next door this morning. So that's kind of like the
Whoa!
given circumstances of like where I am right now. I came home to a bunch of news vans literally outside my door.
Wow. Wow. How were they killed? Do you know?
Gun violence in America.
Okay, so they were killed in
Yeah.
the apartment with the gun.
hmm
Damn.
Yeah.
All right.
Real clue scenario like that.
Do they know who did it?
Yeah, it was self-defense.
Oh,
It
shit.
was like a breaking and entering situation, and someone had a gun in their house. They were, I guess, a good guy with a gun. Hopefully, I don't know them very well.
I only know good guys with guns, so that's all I know. Yeah.
I try to only know good guys with guns if I
Yeah.
can. If I can
Wow.
help it.
You're really coming in hot to this podcast.
I know. I didn't intentionally like save that story until we went live, but I did just realize it as soon as we went live.
600 episodes. The first time somebody has said somebody got killed today. Well, this is pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing stuff here.
You know, there's reality TV and then there's reality.
Yeah, this is reality, man. Are you could be making it up? You're just trying to like really make it.
That'd be so dark, like that. Like,
this
is how I'm interesting.
You are not a contractor or an employee of the podcast, so I cannot offer you psychological counseling based on what happens today.
Oh, that's not what this is? Okay.
No, well, it depends how you feel about it.
Okay.
Depends how you feel about it. Yeah. Well, how are you feeling about Married at First Sight so far? Is this your first time watching Married at First Sight?
This is my first time watching Married at First Sight, and I was honestly shook to find out that there were 19 seasons of this show. So like when did it start? Like what year? Is this like an early 2000s?
It was like 2016 or something crazy.
Okay, wild. So they've been like really
later
pumping
on,
these things out then. Okay.
Yeah, like lately, like more recent than you think.
So is this like kind of like Survivor where they do
it's two a year? It's like Love is Blind type.
Okay.
It's the same production company as Love is Blind. It's Kinetic Content. Yeah, so this is like their first show.
Yeah, I guess this predates Love is Blind then, right? Probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
By about like 4 years. Yeah.
Wild.
It's crazier than Love is Blind to me in a way.
I actually think
married.
I agree with
it's
that.
So
I agree
nutty.
The idea of it, the idea that like lots of people sign up for this. I forgot what they said in episode 1, but they made it sound like they got thousands of submissions for this.
Like I think it was over 100,000. Yeah.
Yeah. And is that just in the city of Austin? Like, is the city of Austin just like crazy to get married that 100,000 Austin residents?
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm guessing, but then it's always when they film these shows in these places, people are always willing to like move to these places to be on TV.
I guess that makes sense. So like, I guess I'm not super familiar with like the history of the show or like the people that have come out of the show, but does it end up being a little bit like like I would say like Love Island, the jig is up, like it's all about just like becoming famous? Is it one of those shows or
I don't know. This is my first time as well. Because it's on Peak, because like it was on Lifetime before. People have been requesting it a long time for the podcast, but it just never really made sense because this has been mainly like a Netflix podcast. But because Peacock is so hot now, we're expanding to.
They're really owning the reality TV game right now.
Yeah, as I want listeners to know, Peacock is now officially on the table. You see a Peacock show, Reality Alert is probably going after it. It is exciting.
Jump in the comments. Tell us which ones we should be watching.
Well, just assume that we're gonna go after it. Okay. Any Peacock.
Do you do Housewives?
It's happening. That's Bravo. That's Bravo.
Well, it's Peacock now.
Well, that's Peacock, but I'm. This is yes. No, Housewives.
The distinction of Bravo on Peacock,
like this is like they were like it's now on Peacock. Do you know what I mean? They're like
yes,
but it's like the Housewives are still Bravo. I just feel like there's so much Bravo podcasts and there's so many Housewives things. I'm not there yet, but I did start watching. I was talking to the patrons about this yesterday. I did just start watching my first Housewives, and I started watching Salt Lake.
That's season 1.
Yeah, have you watched Salt Lake?
Yeah, I'm Salt Lake's a good one to start.
By the way, I don't know what happens. I know that Jen Shaw goes to jail, but I don't know why. So I don't want any spoilers. All I know is that somebody fucks their grandpa, and it's very exciting. She's a grandpa fucker.
You're already at that. I mean, I think that's episode 1. They mentioned
it's episode 1. They talk about it all the time. Yeah, she fucks her grandpa.
So
yeah,
this is not really. I mean, like, it's kind of a spoiler, but it's not really a spoiler. Is that like what infuriates me about every episode of Salt Lake is how much they don't talk about it, because they're all
there to talk about.
I don't know, but it's kind of like if they're all getting into arguments with each other and bringing up things from people's past to use against each other, yet nobody uses that against this person, when, like, if I was in that situation, it would be the only thing I ever talked about.
I don't get why she gets so upset about it. I mean, like, she's like, I can't believe that they called me a grandpa fucker. And I'm like, she fucks her grandpa. Like, what's the big deal about it? Like, that's what she does. Like,
and every time she said anything, I would just be like, well, you fuck your grandpa. So
number one, it's her step grandfather, which I think makes it hotter. Isn't that like the thing? Step hotter?
Everybody loves step stuff.
Step stuff, yeah, it makes it hotter. And number 2, it was bequeathed to her in the will, so she doesn't really have an option, you know?
That's so fucked that it's just like
she didn't have an option. And her mom
couldn't say no. It's legal.
And the other great aspect is that her mom wanted to be the one to fuck their grandfather, but her mom didn't get it in the will. That's my other favorite detail. So anyway, I'm personally starting to dip in the housewives, but I don't know if the podcast can handle so much. I don't know if I can do all of the housewives and all of Netflix and Peacock, you know.
And then you do Love Island?
Not yet. Maybe
that's Peacock.
That's Peacock. See, I'm hinting at things, Ian. Maybe Love Island will happen, which would be.
I don't want to blow up your spot. I don't want to blow up your spot.
This summer, who knows what could happen?
Who knows what could happen?
Is on the table. Traders. You heard it here first. Maybe it will happen.
His voice is going up at the end of the sentence. We don't know what can happen.
Once I heard Donna Kelsey is coming to Peacock, I got excited. Donna Kelsey, Travis Kelsey's mommy, and she's gonna be on Traders. Yeah. So
wild! I didn't know that.
So sometimes, like, I bring people on the podcast, and listeners are like, "Why should we listen to this guy about reality TV?" And I'm talking about myself, not you. No, I'm talking about you. They're like, the guest. They're like, why the fuck does this person like? So maybe you should explain not only your reality TV expertise, but also your expertise as a man and in romance.
Gotcha. Yeah. I mean, like, we're just like two bros talking about reality shows, and, you know, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
I honestly, like, really got into reality shows like around the pandemic, and this is the weirdest thing to say, but it was like my roommate at the time had us rewatch The Real Housewives of Dallas from the beginning. And
wait, what do you mean rewatch? So you had already watched them?
No. She had already watched it, but she was like, we're locked in, we're doing this, and it was one of the most like rogue things I've ever seen. I think it's like a C tier Housewives though. Like, I don't think like anybody really talks about it.
I didn't even know that existed. Yeah.
But it really spoke to me because I'm from Kentucky, which is like south-ish, and they were very like Southern ladies, and I was like, I feel like I grew up around a lot of women like this. But it was really like the Vanderpump Rules of it all that got me like locked into reality shows.
It's the greatest ever.
It might be one of the greatest pieces of television like I've ever seen.
It's just fantastic.
It's fantastic. Like it's top tier acting. It's, you know, WWE level kind of like drama and intrigue. But yeah, I became a huge Bravo person in the pandemic. But I've always really liked, like, actually, when I really think about it, I was like an American Idol freak growing up. Like, that was my like religious watching, like,
Taylor Hicks,
show.
Taylor
Hicks, of course, Mandisa, of course.
Taylor Hicks,
Taylor Hicks again, yeah. What a guy.
Taylor Hicks,
Taylor Hicks. I mean, why isn't he a judge now?
I know. Why isn't he president? I don't understand how this works.
Or at least mayor of Los Angeles,
I know,
or wherever the hell he's
Give
from.
him something.
Come on, what's he doing?
I know.
So I mean, I wouldn't claim to be an expert. I'm a fan. I'm eager to learn more. I'm diving in. I feel like it's a world of its own that like I still have scratched that. There's so much of it to consume. Like I've probably only watched like a third of Survivor at this point. I haven't even watched all the seasons of it. I know.
Well, you only need to watch seasons 1 to 40, so you don't need to watch after 40. Okay, you're good. And then
I've only seen it post 40. Like,
what is wrong? Wait, that's not even a third. What the fuck is wrong with you?
No, I know. So what we ended up doing was I watched 40, which I believe was Winners at War, right?
Yeah, amazing season, great.
It's a great season. And so I and my roommates at the time, we picked our favorites from the Winners at War, and we watched their season that they won.
Oh, that's good. So you watched a lot of really good seasons.
Yeah, exactly. So I have watched some old seasons, but I haven't like sat down and watched like 1 through 40 chronologically.
Okay, but the new era, it doesn't compare.
It's and they're all like little babies. Like that's what they feel like. And like,
well, they pick people from like law schools now. It's like very weird. They all like go to Harvard. I like don't understand it. We want like
they make me hate millennials. Honestly,
yeah, I know.
They pick like the worst millennials ever to be on Survivor.
It's terrible. We want like weirdos. Like I want strange people on an island. Like I want
like Caroline. Caroline was like great. That was like good.
I want more Carolines. We want like bizarre people. We don't want like nerds who work at NASA. Like
I want someone who hasn't watched the show.
Yeah, exactly. Or like watches the show but is a weirdo and not a weirdo in like what's weird about me is I like Survivor.
I hyperfixate on Survivor. Like
yeah, it's not interesting.
Yeah, it's really not.
Anyway, then Australian Survivor, I'll send you the links. That's the current thing that is good. It's all about Australian Survivor.
But I haven't watched a single frame of Australian Survivor ever.
It's that is the Survivor to currently watch. There's like 10 seasons, and it's all immaculate. Yeah. It's incredible.
But wait, before we move on, though, I mean, I guess this is pertinent, but you asked about like relationships and stuff.
Oh yeah, what do you know about relationships?
And we're two engaged bros. I mean, do the listeners know? Bros. Do the listeners know this about you? Am I breaking news or anything?
Yes, the listeners know. Listeners know a lot about me. Okay, yeah.
I was like, I don't know how much you reveal about yourself on the show.
I didn't. Yeah, I usually wear a mask and they know nothing about me.
You're totally a non. Yeah,
no, Maria does the Patreon with me now.
That's awesome.
So yeah,
I would say so. I'm the complete opposite of a show like this. Like I met my fiance 13 years ago.
Blindly? You were blind?
We were blindly cast in the same show in college. And then 13 years of being together later, I proposed. So this is like totally foreign to me, the idea of like I'm just gonna fucking take a leap of faith and get married at first sight, or get married after just kind of chatting with someone with a wall in between us. So yeah, every time I watch a show like this, Love Is Blind or this show, I feel like 10 times an episode I go, why would anyone do this?
Yeah,
that's my main takeaway.
Yeah, that's kind of my experience. Were together for 10 years. Yeah. Exactly. We know like a bunch of people have been together for a super long time. Yeah. Well, let's get into the show. So we start off and it's Megan and Derek. He apologizes for triggering her in their last argument. And she says, that's different than apologizing. And he says, okay, I'm sorry in general, but like, what are you most mad at? Because I'll apologize for that. Okay, just tell me what to apologize for, and I'll apologize.
Whatever you say.
Whatever it is, I'll apologize. Okay, tell me. That's like what all the guys do. They're like, "Can you just tell me what it is?" I don't. Yeah. I don't know.
Except for Will, who seems to like just be like stone faced about everything, which like is kind of awesome, but also like infuriating.
No, he'd be very frustrating to be with. Yeah.
But wait, what was it? Was it that she was upset about? That's the thing about this show that I've run into a few times is that like I'll go whole scenes and I'll be like, what are they upset about?
Dude, I don't know. They're upset about something. They're upset that they were intentionally.
They're upset that they did.
They're what?
They're upset that they did this in the first place.
Yeah, they're upset that they keep being told that they're put with their ideal partner, but they were cast in a situation where they're put with somebody that they're supposed to have conflict with. So, of course, they have conflict. It's very upsetting.
Exactly. It's very upsetting.
Let's get to Rhonda and Pat. It's their 1 month anniversary, so they wake up early to watch space launches on TV, and he can't wait. What? So romantic.
Really
he can't wait to make her do this for the rest of her life, you know?
Yeah.
This is going to be the rest of their life together.
I think I missed this. Pat works in this field, or is he's just a fan?
You don't think that he's mentioned how much he loves space this whole time?
No, I know he loves space, but like, what?
Yeah, no, he works in space. He's a spaceman. Okay, he went to the moon. He walked on it.
Oh, Pat walked on the moon.
No, he didn't. I think he works in like space something with space. I don't. Whenever he talks about it, I tune out a little bit because it's boring. You know,
I will say a little bit about this show. I don't know if it's like the cast members being a little bit cagey being on TV. I feel like there's a lot of vague talk. Like there's like a lot of talking in generalities. Like I'm thinking back to like Will and Brittany on the honeymoon when they first had their conflict. It was like an episode and a half of me being like, what happened? Like, what happened?
Yeah, no, I'm still curious about what sex accident they had or what.
It was a sex accident or some sort of sex thing.
Mishap. Yeah.
Something went wrong. But yeah, Pat and Rhonda, I get the feeling that she, didn't really care for the space stuff. But
did you hear her say this is fascinating 10 times? She kept saying that it was fascinating.
The more she said it, the less I believed it,
Did you hear when she said,
go for lunch? I heard him say, go for lunch.
She heard him say, go. I mean, she sounds very enthusiastic.
You're going to keep that as a drop forever now, right?
Yeah, I always do.
Okay, great. No, Pat and Rhonda is one of the more, I think, fascinating conflicts to me because she totally hates him. And I think I get it because he doesn't listen.
Oh, you're team Rhonda.
I'm team neither of them, honestly.
Oh, okay.
Because I will say that she is totally setting him up too, though.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a both sides thing.
Well, but like, would you want to listen to her if she's setting you up? Like, I don't really know.
No, and she is testing him. Like, he was absolutely right. Like, it feels like you're testing me. But I guess, like, the thing that really I was like, oh, come on, Pat, my guy, Pat, what's happening is when she was talking about the death of her father in the car and said, like, yeah, he died 44 years ago. And then, like, the next sentence, he was like, oh, how many years ago did your dad die? And she's like, oh, just talking about my trauma, my dad dying. You're not really listening.
He's driving.
You can't listen when you drive?
I'm also like, it's a Tesla, and I don't think he's totally having his hands on the wheel.
He wasn't driving. Yeah.
But at the same time, she's like being hyper specific about the directions, and I don't know how well she's giving it to them. So I think he's trying to like follow her directions and like focus on the road while he's not driving and be good to her that way while also trying to listen and not get her mad at him that way. Like, how do you please her? I don't know.
And then I do think she's latched on to the thing that he definitely did do at the honeymoon a lot, which was bring the conversation back to him. But I will side with him a little bit in the car because he brought up something that I thought, like, didn't he say something about like a family member of his, if not his own father, that died when he was kind of young?
Yeah, like the Playboy magazines. Like,
thank you. It was the Playboy magazines, and it was just kind of like, oh yeah, that's conversation. Like we're talking.
You're not allowed to. He talks about himself, and then she talks about herself.
And they go
back alternates in long monologues, but you can't relate to each other mid conversation. That's how.
No, you can't. You can't have a conversation. It's like, yeah, you're exactly right. They want to monologue at each other, and she really just wants to monologue after him. But what do you think? It's a red flag that she
hates him,
hasn't really been with someone for 25 years. Like,
yeah,
she pointed out that it was a red flag that he just got out of a relationship, which is fair. And like 6 months after a relationship to go on a show like this is kind of wild. But it is also like, it does maybe say something about someone who clearly wants to be in a relationship. She's going on a show like this to not have really been in one for 25 years. Like maybe there's something that not necessarily about her, but maybe about the people she's choosing or the way that she relates to people that is causing her to not really be in a relationship for 2 decades plus.
Yeah, I just think she's trying. Like, I think he's actively at least trying more in the relationship than she is. Like, she's just trying to like make him into something or just being so critical. And I think he's trying so hard to like really actually make the relationship work.
But he does creep me out. I will say this.
Oh, he creeps you out?
He does. Like it's like sometimes like sometimes it'll cut to him and he'll be like,
I see that a little bit, like
just like staring at her, and you're like, "This guy is gonna kill her." Or something.
Do you think he's like a stalker? Does he?
Oh,
he reminds me a little bit of the guy from Nathan For You, who is like the Bill the Bill Gates impersonator.
Yes, that's a
little
good
bit
one.
like that. Yeah.
Where you're just kind of like, what are you thinking?
He's just thinking about space, though. That's you just know he's just thinking about the sky, the cosmos, the clouds. Let's get to Jalen and Josh. So Josh is thinking about how
they were so perfect until this week.
I know, but no,
they were so perfect.
But they're still perfect at this point because he's thinking, how can him and Jalen have some community? And this stands out to me. Okay, before they go skydiving, he mentions he goes skydiving every couple of years. Is it kind of like a ritual for him? Is it like a cleansing?
I think he has this thing about rituals. Obviously, like he goes to Burning Man every year, he skydives every few years. But I think I was like, if I was his friends watching the show, I'd be like, "Fuck you, bro!" Like he's like, "My friends aren't community." Like he said that multiple times. Or he was like, "I know I have these friends." He was like, "You have friends? What do you mean you don't have community?" He's like, "That is a community." And I'm sitting there being like, I think that literally is community, though. Like,
yes. Like, we'll get to the community. We'll do it. We'll do the whole thing when we get there. I promise. But yeah, I agree. But they made community with the clouds today. Okay, they did, and they were so happy.
We're gonna go skydiving.
She has weird laughs, like in general.
Perfect.
We're going.
She's the one that I do feel like she is trying a little bit. I mean, like going skydiving, like I wouldn't. What would you do that if you're part? Like, are you into that idea of skydiving?
Yeah, why not?
I'm totally not.
What do I have to live for? You know,
that's a good point. For me, it's just kind of like I really was like a little proud of her in that moment because even like Anne-Marie, who I love of my life, been together 13 years, gonna get married. If she was like, "Let's go skydiving," I'd be like, "Have fun." I won't be doing it.
Yeah. But if she wanted to go to Burning Man,
fine.
Ew, gross. Never. Ew.
But are we talking about this yet, or are we waiting on this?
Burning Man?
Yeah.
Let's wait. Okay. Break it down. Let's bring it. Let's wait. Let's make everybody get excited for it. Let's go to Will. Okay. Because he's going to talk about Burning Man like all the time. So let's just say that. All right, Will and Brittany are next. Apparently, Brittany loves going to live wrestling shows, and she likes WWE. Did you grow up watching WWE?
I actually didn't grow up watching WWE.
I didn't either. Were you familiar with former pro wrestler Mark Henry?
I wasn't, but I have to say this was maybe one of my favorite scenes in the whole show so far, where I kind of was like, oh, maybe they like each other. And then immediately after that scene, it was like, nah, that's over again.
But Mark Henry gave them some really good advice. He says wrestling can be therapy and marriage is harder than wrestling and they will have some pretty babies. So I thought he gave them some really good advice, you know?
Totally. And then this might be a hot take, but like a lot of these shows and just like wider society too, there's this like idea that like relationships are super hard work.
I know, I hate it. It's so
I don't get it. Like why? Like why not just find someone you really like and just be nice to them?
No, marriage is hard. It's hard work. It's not fun. Okay, there's only fun about marriage. It's a job. It's a second, third, fourth job.
The hard work of it could be like, yeah, if you have kids, like raising kids together, like that's hard work. I get that is like a whole thing in and of itself, but like working on the relation. If it's that hard, like maybe you're not with the right person.
I know.
Maybe you shouldn't be together.
It's like, why not date people, date somebody, move in together, live with them for a few years, have a really nice time, and then, be like, we work well together, get married. Why not be with them for 10 or 12 years,
13, 14, 15.
So chill,
Yeah. But it's kind of like, why not
make
just
sure
like
you
each other
really
and
know.
be nice?
Make sure you really know.
You got to make sure you really know.
Yeah. Even though people will harass you all the time about it and say that you're making them wait for it and that your partner secretly hates you.
Totally.
Yeah.
I will say, I wish he taught them. I wish that the rest, Mark was his name.
Mark Henry.
Mark Henry taught them more moves where maybe they didn't show it, but it felt like he taught them like one kind of half move and then was like, see, wasn't that fun?
Yeah.
It's like, no, show them how to body slam each other. Like, that's what I want to see.
But of course, Will has his own classic moves, okay? But the moves are more of a verbal thing. So after the wedding, Brittany says that right now, for her, there's no doubt. And Will says, things are going well, but that can change. That can change. Just don't get too comfortable. That's the Will stunner, okay? That's the Will stunner, okay? She says, that makes me feel that you don't think I'm your person. And he goes, that's not fair. What? This is like total neg that I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't think you feel things that I do. And I'm like, yeah, I think he's a bit of a robot a little bit. I don't think
a little bit.
Really, yeah. He's not really.
Well, I really liked his first scene with his friends, like early on, where he was really flashing his vocabulary, and that really doesn't beat the robot allegations.
No, yeah, I don't think at first I was like, is he an asshole? And I'm like,
I don't think so.
No, I just don't think that he like gets it.
I don't think he likes her. Like,
oh yeah,
like I think it's that. I think that he doesn't like her.
Possesses the capability to really like anyone.
I don't know, but he definitely doesn't like her at all.
I think we might have like a Tin Man problem on our hands here. He might just be a Tin Man, we might not have a heart.
He doesn't have one.
He might be all brain,
Totally. He needs to get a little bit more Scarecrow and a little less Tin Man.
And if Wicked comes to Peacock, we're gonna cover Wicked, guys. So I think
it might already be there.
Oh my god, you're gonna have to. We'll just go right into covering Wicked after we finish this. Let's get to Derek and Megan. They're in the car, and Derek says he's excited to see Megan's mom, and Megan is like, "Are you excited to see?"
Is it because our family's loaded as fuck? Like, is that why he's excited?
I just want to remind you of one thing that Megan's mom said.
Okay, bitch slap her right here.
Yeah, her mom is a little violent. Maybe her mom should have been the one teaching them wrestling moves and stuff like that.
Hot.
Yeah. But just remember it would have been hotter if it was her stepmom. Just remember the qualifiers that are necessary. He really is pushing this 3 kids thing and is even presenting it to her family as a way to try to
was wild.
Present it to her.
That was bold.
Even from the first meeting with the experts, he was like, yeah, if she doesn't want to have 3 kids, like, I'm going to make it happen. Like, this is going to happen.
The 3 kids thing is wild when you're 38.
And she's 38. It's really nuts. Yeah.
It's nuts because it just made me, like, as soon as he said that in one of the earlier episodes, I was like, oh, this is going to be exactly the type of guy who, like, maybe they stay together, but, like, he's going to, like, leave her for, like, a 28-year-old eventually. So that he can have his other kids. Like,
well, no, he's just gonna keep having unprotected sex with her, and they're gonna both be shocked that they're
pregnant
offspring. Yeah, apparently.
I really didn't think that they liked each other at all until like this recent string of episodes, and I will say I kind of see it now, like that they maybe actually like each other.
Yeah,
a little bit, but I really wasn't buying it, but now I kind of do. But I think they just like to argue. Maybe that leads to like all that hot, unprotected sex that they have.
Maybe they're both accepting that they're both pretty unlikable people, so that they should like each other because who else is gonna like them? Yeah,
exactly. Like they because he was wild about the dog, even though like I will say that she was kind of like, no, the dog's sleeping in the bed and you need to fucking get over it.
I think the worst part was like, you have to walk the dog every morning. This dog you just met. That's fucking crazy. Like, what? You're my dog walker now. My kind of husband. Like, the whole thing's crazy.
Yeah, I guess I forgot about that he did kind of immediately take on dog responsibility.
It's like, I've never had a dog before, and you're just like, you're making me pick up this dog's shit every morning. Like, that's
I don't
not
think I've
the
seen her
case.
walk the dog now that I think
No,
about it on
like,
the
you can
show.
walk it every morning. I don't hire a dog walker, okay? Do less cold plunges and hire a dog walker. You're spending all this money on fucking ice. Like,
How long do you think you could make it in a cold plunge?
Probably forever. I don't really
think?
I don't experience feelings. So
Oh, nice. That's really cool.
yes, yeah. I don't know, maybe like 2 minutes. What do you think you could do?
I've heard that it's like once you make it past a certain point, like you can't really feel it anymore. But like I don't know if I can make it past that point. So I'm gonna say like 40 seconds.
Whoa, you're that much of a wimp? I think I could do 2 minutes.
You think I can do 2 minutes? Okay. Let's do it.
Let's do it. We got it
right now on camera. Like
all of a sudden we pan our cameras down and there's like
here we go.
We've been in them the whole time. Yeah. Belinda and Chad. There is a lot. If we had smell-o-vision, there would be a lot of odors going on right now. There's flowers already there. He brings in roses, and she is boiling eggs for tuna. There are so many smells,
and you know he has a smell.
Chad from Baton Rouge has a smell.
Oh yeah,
who's always doing the crawfish boils. Do you think he is
exactly? He's like he's the type of guy. He's the type of guy who just like farts and like laughs.
Yeah, he has a Cajun smell to him. Yes, yeah. He wants her to
do you
look
buy them.
I do a little bit, but I do, but I am skeptical because it's his 4th engagement. I don't know. He loves love. I buy them. I don't think it'll last more than 2 years.
Well, she's going to take his last name until she looked through all the paperwork and realized that how much of a hassle that was going to be, which I actually didn't know. I didn't know that it was like that much of a thing.
How did you not know? Of course it's a huge thing.
I didn't know you had to get a new social security number. Like that was crazy.
I don't think you have to get a new number. You have to get a new card. Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild to me.
Yeah, women have to go through a lot, and you need to start atoning for it.
And that's what this is about. Two bros talking about.
Two bros understanding women.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that's why we well, that's why we always take their side on this podcast.
Yes. Except for Rhonda sometimes. She's a little mean.
Except for Rhonda.
She's a little too mean, okay?
She's hysterical.
Yeah. Let's go to Jalen and Josh. So they're sitting in bed, they're holding their puppies, and they have their very generic vows framed. They talk about redoing their vows. He says it took him 4 days to write his original vows. Bullshit. It took you 4 days to procrastinate and then probably 20 minutes to use ChatGPT to write the vows, right?
That's why he was getting gun shy, because he was doing it by hand, and he was like, I really need ChatGPT for this. Like I don't like ChatGPT doesn't do longhand, so I don't know how to do this.
Like no one, like I love how they framed everybody's vows. I'm like, these vows should not be framed. Nobody should remember these vows. They weren't about a specific person. They were all
about themselves.
They were so boring. The worst part is they were boring.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's maybe a through line with the show, is that maybe they're all deeply selfish people, kind of, because
and that's why nobody will love them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's why they have to get married at first sight.
Yeah.
No, because of like, what is that? That like, I would be totally insecure about like, why would anyone want to marry me at first sight? You know what I mean?
Because you're beautiful.
Wow. See, and this is the therapy that we were talking about.
Yeah, this is why people come on the show.
This is why people come on the show.
Yeah.
Because you go, it's not your fault.
Yeah.
It's not your fault.
I do have that kind of Williams-esque vibe about me. Yeah. The kind of blue genie vibe about me. So she's like, I would rather have half a paragraph of things actually about me that you say. Maybe have a sentence about me. Say one nice thing about me than 4 paragraphs about Burning Man. Okay, can you please just say one nice thing?
I gotta know what was on that paper though. Like, what did he write? Was he just kind of like boobs, butts? He's like, I can't say this out loud.
I miss the sand. I miss the giant burning man and the bus and the civilization that we create. I miss my burners. And
I miss being
friends.
stranded in the flood.
The real community and the society that we rebuild. Yeah, I love how in confessional she says, like, I went skydiving for you, and you're not brave enough to write a stupid fucking vow. Like, what is happening?
Fair point.
I know. He really became a butt face this whole time. Just
total butt face.
I like just a fuckhead, a butt face, butthole. Like, yeah,
just name it.
I don't know. Just so many things to call him. Just a total idiot. Derek and Megan. I love how they talk about how her mom always hits everyone while she's talking to them, and there's proof in the pudding. She wants to bitch slap people. So
she's violent.
Yeah, she's violent.
You're right.
Yeah. Megan says, my mom won't help with kids, and he's like, well, too late. I've impregnated you. So
yeah, totally.
That's been my mission.
But the mom kind of couldn't stop talking about kids. So like, I don't know.
Yeah, well, she wants to be a grandmother. She's just not going to help.
Well, she said the dad would help, and they're rich. Look at that house.
Yeah, she just wants more. She wants more kids to slap. She wants more faces to bitch slap. Just needs more targets.
Like, I'm bringing spanking back. I can't wait. Can't wait. We're in Texas.
Bitch slap her right here.
Go for lunch. I heard him say, go for lunch.
We got Brittany and Will. Brittany says this 1 month anniversary is a major milestone, but she wishes she felt different. She wishes she felt like her husband loved her.
Liked her at all?
Liked her at all. But,
like even like being in the same room with her and anything
maybe say one nice thing about the house that she recently bought,
Wasn't weird after whatever sex thing happened.
Yeah, what I really hope at the reunion they explain the sex thing.
I hope so too.
The sex thing.
Because that was maybe one of the most infuriating reality show conversations I've ever heard, where I was like, what are you saying? What happened? None of you were saying anything.
If they don't, I will personally message them like every day, getting them to come on the podcast. And like, I'm just going to ask them in an interview, like, will you please tell us about the sex thing? And if you won't say it publicly, can you just tell me privately? Like, I won't tell anybody else. And I literally won't tell you, Ian. I won't tell listeners. I just need to know for myself. Like, guys, what was the sex thing?
What was the sex
I need to know. What was it?
Yeah.
I need to know.
Because it ruined everything. Because they kind of had a little bit of a good vibe up until that.
Weird sex thing. They look through their wedding album and he's not smiling in any of the pictures. Very I'm not saying he's like Kanye, but that's very Kanye. Remember Kanye?
Well, he's modeling. He was trying to like model, like be like Little Blue Steel, probably.
Yeah.
I actually made a face sheet because I'm really bad at remembering people's names, and he's not smiling in this photo either, which was his official headshot for the show.
Yes, Ian's holding up cast photos on his laptop, and he's not smiling in his photos. He's similar to Kanye, who refuses to smile in most photos. So they read their framed vows, and they're very generic. Brittany says, "How did you think you would feel about your 1 month anniversary?" And Will says, "Pretty similar to now, because it's a weird scenario and things are constantly changing." Thanks, Will. That's very accurate.
It's really specific.
Very
it's really
specific, yes.
Yeah.
She says she thought it would bring up emotions, and it scares her that she doesn't know where he is. And he says he has feelings for her. Very, very specific. He's really growing,
It's like, well, and are these feelings? Are they that you hate me or that you love me?
I think of you. What do you think of me?
You are here.
Yes.
You are. I can see you.
I see you with. How do you see me? With my eyes, of course.
What do you mean? That was my eyes.
Oil can.
I have feelings. I can feel you with my hands whenever we touch. And he does lean on that tactic a lot, which, like, I will say the experts are falling for every time. Is that
I don't think these people are experts. And also, where's Dr. Pepper? Where's the third one? There's three.
She's missing. It's a real Shelley Miscavige situation. Like, what did they do with her?
Yeah, she's off with Mr. Pibb somewhere. I don't know what she's doing.
And but it really is like
Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, let's not go past that. I feel like people who watch this show are like, yeah, we know.
We know her name is Dr. Pepper.
We've made these
no,
jokes.
I don't care that it's season 19. Her name is fucking Dr. Pepper,
Dr.
and that's
Pepper.
ridiculous. You cannot be a serious doctor and be named Dr. Pepper.
No, you have to be a comedy. You have to be a doctor of comedy or a doctor of soda.
Yeah, okay. How do you not change your name?
That's a clown doctor's name.
It's crazy, dude. How do people not change their names when they have ridiculous last names? You can change it. People change their names all the time when they get married.
Do you think that she took her husband's name and it was Pepper and she didn't think about it?
I hope so. I hope so. Let's get to Jalen and Josh. They're in bed. Why are they always in bed? Are they just always fucking, or are they just like bored? Are they always sleeping?
They're always sleeping. They seem to me like the type of people that like go to bed at like 8, get up at 6. Like,
I'm getting PTSD. Did you ever watch The Jersey Shore?
I did, yeah.
Okay, well, I love The Jersey Shore, but Sammy's sweetheart was like always in bed, and it always pissed me off. It's like, girl, if you're gonna be on this show, get up and work.
Get up,
go
walk around.
Go to the t-shirt shop and work. Go party. Go drink. Okay? It's not fair that Snooki has to get arrested. Why did Snooki have to be the one to get punched in the face? Okay? Like, why did Snooki have to do everything?
Because she decided to get out of bed.
Because she's a star and she got up every morning, okay? And Sammy just stayed in bed all the time. So Josh says, I feel like there's tension, and he explains that he doesn't like being the center of attention, so he didn't want to write something subpar. Dude, you're on a fucking reality show. You love attention. Bullshit.
You have to. Otherwise, why?
Bullshit. You're a roofer. You love you love when people watch you on that roof. Yeah. And then also, in every scene, he's half naked. He's just in his underwear. He loves attention.
He's shirtless all the time.
He's pantless all the time. This guy's a liar.
That's the Burning Man. That's the Burning Man.
You're right. You're right. That's a community, and that's like a new society that they're building out there.
Yeah, and in that society, they don't wear pants. And they don't have roofs.
Yeah, they're on like a different level.
That's why he feels so free in Burning Man, is that he's like, they don't have roofs out here. I don't have to work.
Yeah, I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Let's get to Derek and Megan. They got to celebrate their 1 month anniversary. How is this fucking 1 month anniversary into a man? Like, I don't care. And they're at like an empty wine cellar restaurant. It's very interesting.
Well, they all do these like empty dates where they're like the only person there.
Yeah, but this was a specifically interesting one because there was like no tables. I don't know. It's just very interesting. She says, I was thinking about the one thing we don't know about each other, and I can't think of anything. And I'm like,
interesting.
I think that's bullshit. I don't think these two know anything about each other.
No, of course they don't.
That was kind of like the whole context about their honeymoon, where he wanted to ask her questions and she like didn't want to ask them questions about each other. Like, I don't think they probably know what their jobs really are.
They don't know 5% about each other.
Yeah, I really don't think so. I don't think that's important to them. They go up the stairs and they receive a present from the experts, and it's photos from the wedding and their generic vows, and they get a video on a USB drive. I'm surprised there wasn't a DVD. I'm surprised there wasn't a DVD, just because the show feels very like basic cable, kind of like standard definition-y. Like, it was weird. Even a USB drive feels a little antiquated at this point.
That's why I thought this might have been like an early 2000s show, just because it gives something that would have existed back then.
It's very comforting to watch it. I'm like, this is so kind of nice. Did you ever watch 90 Day Fiance?
I've seen like select episodes, but
okay. Well, first of all, it's amazing. Watch like the first 2 seasons. It's great, but it's crazier than this. It's like a wild show, but it's similar to this in like just the format of like feeling very basic cable. So they watch the video, and after it, she says, "I love you," and then and he doesn't really say anything, and she goes, "How could you not love me after watching that?" And I'd be like, because we didn't really know each other.
Because we don't know each other.
We still don't know each other.
You're a stranger in my home.
And then he says, "That was pretty good. It was pretty good. Pretty good video." The cinematography, I give it a 7.5. It was pretty good.
It's pretty good.
It was
pretty. I mean, like the whole like that's another thing that made me be like, why does this exist? Like the concept of like getting married and then having the conflict of like when you say I love you and when the other one says I love you is wild, because like I get that being like a thing in an early relationship. Like you say it, you hope that they say it back. Maybe they do, maybe they don't, but at least you're not married.
Yeah. No, it's really nuts. The end of the show, you're just deciding if you're getting divorced or not. That's the show. It's crazy.
It's
cannot
insane.
wait. I cannot wait.
Do you have predictions yet or no?
No, we'll do it at the. Let's do it at the end.
Okay.
We'll do a little thing. There's an order of operations here. Okay, we're doing a PEMDAS style thing. I'm not exactly
first outer inner last, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever that is. Rhonda and Pat host a 1-month anniversary dinner party, and I just want you to know, Mary Wilson is the chef tonight, and her husband Scott Wilson is there.
I feel like I should know who these people are.
I don't know who they are. Rhonda introduced them. Rhonda was like, Mary Wilson is the chef, and her husband Scott is here. And I was like,
were they married at first sight too? I don't know.
I wrote it down. I thought maybe they would be relevant to some case, and they were not. They were just introduced. I just thought we should all talk.
They got a plug. I mean, like, I'm gonna look it up. Mary Wilson and Scott Wilson, Austin.
Chef. Yeah, can you bring that up, Ian? Can you let me know about about
I'll
these
let
chefs?
You know.
Anything about them? They're like swingers.
No, literally brought up
nothing. They're not
other Wilsons that were in Hell's Kitchen, but not those Wilsons. So I don't know who these people
are. So they all talk about how they're doing, and everybody's kind of just being like, I love how Chad tries to like give people like advice all of the time, and I'd be like, don't give me fucking advice, Mr. Fourth Marriage. Like, what do you know about anything?
Well, he maybe knows the most about marriage. He's done it the most times.
But does he know? He doesn't know how to stay married.
But maybe his viewpoint on it is like, well, you've only been married once. What do you know about marriage? I know everything. I've been married to three different personality types.
Well, I'd be like,
they all failed.
I'd be like, maybe none of us should be giving each other advice. We can just talk about what we're doing. But Chad, I don't want to fucking hear from you. Okay. Just because you're older than me doesn't mean you're wiser than me. Okay.
It's because he's like hammered in every scene. That's why.
Yeah. He can give me advice on like crawfish boiling and fishing or whatever.
Yeah. And then, okay, one thing I do want to go back to, I don't even think this is in this episode, but I really dwelled on it for a few days.
There's an order of operations, Ian. We can't go back.
Well, Derek puts his whiskey in the freezer.
Okay. Is that weird?
It's totally weird. Like, you don't put whiskey unless it's Fireball. Like, who puts whiskey in the freezer?
True. That's true. That's a little weird. You're right. That's weird. That's more of like a not Fireball.
You put vodka in the freezer. You can put like other like rum and stuff in the whiskey. Doesn't go in the freezer.
You're right. Just
unless you're Derek.
Yeah, that's true. Just
sorry, I couldn't let that go.
Wow, are you like a bit? Oh, because you're from Kentucky.
Yeah, I am from Kentucky.
Oh, are you a big whiskey purist?
No, I mean, like, I'm not I'm not pretentious about it. It's just kind of
you're coming off like it. I just want to let
you know.
Good. Okay. Pretentious.
Well, that's the character I guess I'm playing in this moment. Like,
now you're saying it's like a bit. Like, you weren't being serious.
No, I totally believe that you should not put whiskey in the freezer. Okay. I don't really get that. Fireball goes in the freezer. Fireball tastes best when it's
in Kentucky bourbon or rye?
Bourbon.
And is that Jim Beam? Is Jim Beam Kentucky?
Jim Beam is like a Tennessee whiskey, I believe.
Sorry.
The Kentuckians in the chat. If I'm wrong about that, I'm gonna get fucking flamed.
Dude, there's so many Kentuckians in the chat right now. They're mouthing off, dude.
They're really mouthing off in the chat.
Chat's popping off, dude. So what's like the famous Kentucky whiskey?
There's all kinds. I mean, Maker's Mark is famous.
Oh, Maker's. Okay.
Yeah.
Bullet. So sick. Yeah. Okay, let's get to so they keep talking about it. Chad and Belinda, they talk about I love you. So when we get to Will, the first thing that he says is, of course, well, I definitely haven't said it. So he wants to make sure that nobody mishears anything.
Exactly. He said it like he was waiting for them to call on him, and he was like, I definitely haven't said it. Well, definitely.
No, don't get it twisted. And then he says this.
I want to make sure that if I say I'm in love with you and I love you, hey, when you're bald on chemo and your body's falling apart and you're cussing me out because I'm helping you, I still love you.
That is a will answer.
That is a will answer. Yeah.
That is a will answer.
That's a.
It's like on one hand, I get what he's saying. On the other hand, that isn't like what you say in this moment.
See, that's what he just does it so frequently that I just don't think it's intentional. I just think that he like just does not know how to communicate like whatsoever. I just
or like he doesn't understand. I think he like doesn't understand that like when he does things, it makes people have a reaction. Like it's not he doesn't just exist in a vacuum where he can just like say things like that and it not make people go, what the fuck?
That your words have an effect on other people. Yes.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a heart. He's a Tin Man.
He's a Tin Man. You gotta get that scarecrow on.
Yeah, we gotta do that, dude. Yeah, and Brittany's just
or
like,
maybe he's a little cowardly lion to admit
he's maybe we're all the characters. You know?
Yeah. And what we really need to be is a little bit of Dorothy, which is the perfect mixture of all three.
Oh my god, that's so beautiful. That's why we're covering Wicked the second that we finish this recap.
I can't wait.
Brittany says every day is a journey. I love that that's the only thing she can say. She's like every day is a journey. Every day is a journey.
She's like, every day this guy puts me through the
Every day is a journey when I want to blow my fucking brains out after dealing with this guy. I love when Pat goes, some would assume that we are that as the most seasoned couple. That we have this all figured out, but marriage is hard and you have to work at it. And everyone's like, we don't think you two lunatics have everything figured out. The spaceman and whatever Rhonda is. The art.
Yeah, Rhonda's like the kooky old art lady.
Yeah, who's a business lady too? What the business magnate art lady?
What's her business again?
I don't know, but you can tell she's like a business lady because she's like has a house and is very businessy.
They all seem like rich as fuck.
Yeah, you like have to be on these shows. They like require you to have money.
I guess that makes sense.
I don't think that
it'd be too sad.
Yeah, well, Kinetic, like when they do this Love Is Blind 2, like they don't want like money to like be like too much of an issue for the couples that come together. I just think that's like their thing. They're like they want everybody to be like close to upper middle class.
Yeah.
I just think that's their policy. They're just like, we don't want to deal with like people like struggling, you know. Rhonda and Pat the next day, they're at this kind of like outdoor porch concert.
Oh yeah.
And Rhonda says it's her happy place. And Pat says, fortunately, it's also his happy place. What a fucking liar. His happy place is like a space, is in the clouds. It's on the moon. It's on Saturn's rings. He's lying now.
Wait, but didn't she just like she was like, but you don't understand. Like, this is what, do you understand why this is my happy place? Like, she just kept like pressing
like, no, you don't get it. No, you don't get it.
And he was like, I think I get it. And he's like, no, you don't get it. This is my happy place.
Stop talking. For once.
Tell me what you learned about me. Tell me what you learned.
He starts quizzing him.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, what I've learned about you is that you like music and musicians and art. And she goes,
not good enough.
Well, yeah, but what is this about my personality? That your personality is good? That you have a good personality? No. You like art? Yes, but what art? Music art?
No!
No, damn it! Bad Pat.
I learned nothing about her. I learned that this seems to be like a boomer hangout for some reason. This like porch concert, like
it's just kind of fun.
Yeah, no, I would have. I love a nice boomer hangout every now and then, but it was very wild to me that like the band seemed pretty young and the audience was like very old.
Yeah, well, the boomers have the money to afford to be able to go to the third spaces. Okay,
you're so right.
The rest of us, we
go to work, we go home.
And then we stream on podcasts, you know?
So true.
We stream, dude.
I came straight from work to come home and stream on this podcast. So you're exactly right. This is my third space right now.
Yeah. and this is my job. So this is sick. Josh and Jalen. Jalen come back to their apartment and they're arguing because he's also a liar. And I think that this got swept under the rug.
It really did. It really did. It's a huge lie.
Yes. So
wait, but how did you like his excuse that he panic responded?
Yeah, I don't know about that, but let me just explain exactly what happened. So they were hanging out with his friends and they were talking about social media and following exes. And Josh said he unfollowed his ex on social media, and it turns out that he didn't. And it also turns out that his ex has DM'd her since this has happened. And Jalen says he has been lying, and he says he isn't hiding anything though, but he is. He hid multiple things.
See, now that you retell the story, it actually kind of makes sense to me why he doesn't think his friends are his community, because they set his ass up.
Yeah,
right they really
blew him out. They outed him for being.
They didn't have to say any of that shit, and they did.
What do you think about following exes on social media?
I don't give a fuck at all.
I know, it's very funny. I'm like, what?
It feels very middle school to me. Like, I guess that's my takeaway, is that it's like the idea that like you're not supposed to like ever care about this, and not care in like the like be in love with them or anything, but like, you know, like if you really dated someone and you were together for a while, like you might care about like how their life turns out, and the only way to kind of keep up with that is social media. It might actually be better than like texting them all the time, is if you just kind of like passively watch their lives on Instagram instead of like constantly keeping up with them through text.
For me, it's just like effort, and it's like an action to unfollow somebody.
Yeah.
That like I just don't really care about. And honestly, it's person to person. Like, I get why people might feel that way. So if somebody was like, I would prefer if you unfollowed your exes, it wouldn't really bother me that much, because I'm not in communication with any of my exes. Sure. And they don't mean anything to me. But for me, it just becomes such like a big deal. Now, he is getting DMs from her and staying in communication with her.
Now that's a little wild. Like,
and I really hate when people stay in communication with their exes. I'm always like, why? Like, it's so weird, you know? Gloria comments and says she didn't care either, but the fact that he lied was sus. And I agree.
Yes, agreed with that. Yeah.
We're all on the same page right here. We're just going back and we're just talking about following exes in general as a
because I generally like don't care. Like, I think that
this is a side topic. We're totally on Jalen's side about this.
I think that like, if people, especially if someone maybe like ends a relationship kind of amicably, where they are potentially staying friends, like a real Elaine and Seinfeld scenario.
Fuck that though. Why are they doing that? It's disgusting.
It's disgusting to you?
No, not disgusting, but like, who ends a relationship amicably? Like,
I don't know, but it sometimes happens 1% of the time.
No, it totally happens. It does happen. It does.
But so I guess it's like she didn't really demand though. Like, she just kind of was like, I'd prefer it if you didn't, because I think that she had some potential like trauma around that or something like that. So I believe she said she was cheated on, and so like from that standpoint, I totally understand it. And the DMing, especially like post going on a show like this, is wild. Like, what is that about? Like, why are you DMing?
Transparent about it. Like, I don't know if he DM'd her back, but I think he should have been like, she's been DMing me and I haven't unfollowed her yet, because like, I want to like let her know that like I've gotten married.
Yeah, like that might be the only acceptable reason to DM her in this scenario, is to be like, hey, just in case you see why I unfollowed you, like, here's why. I'm in a new relationship and this is the deal, and she doesn't feel comfortable, and like that's why I'm unfollowing you, blah blah blah.
Yeah, like I would see that. I'd be like, yeah, he's not ready to do that yet, but he's like, look, I'm not like cheating on. It's like, you have to be transparent, and I agree with Gloria. It's so sus that he didn't say anything.
Sus. Well, and then his whole excuse like made it worse to me. I'm just kind of like, I panic responded. It's like, well, that makes it sound like, I think someone, either the experts or Jalen herself, said this, of like, that just makes me feel like you're just gonna say whatever I want to hear. In the moment to like get through whatever hard conversation we're having.
And honestly, I don't know what he could have done to make me trust him again, because I'm thinking in my head because I'm
Yeah.
like, I guess he could be like, I lied because I didn't want to make you uncomfortable and I felt pressured and uncomfortable in the situation. But I'm just like, this is such a weird thing to lie about. It's so weird.
And it just kind of like plays into a pattern of wishy-washiness with him. Cause like, I even think that the fact that he went back on the post-up is weird. Even if I was in her situation,
dude,
I'd be
that
like,
was so weird. Like, and even the expert was like, "Don't you have business partners? Like, why are you going back on it?" It was
exactly
this dude makes no sense.
Then
There's
because
no
it's
sense.
such an awkward thing to bring up. Why bring it up then? Like you literally brought up kind of the most awkward thing you could, and it was like on their wedding night.
They talked about the posting up in the morning, I think.
Yeah. The next morning after their wedding, he talked
like,
about a post up.
You don't think that the post up was unreasonable though, right? Or do you think the post up?
No,
was
I don't think I don't think
Okay.
it was unreasonable at all. I think the fact that he went back on it so quickly is wild.
And just because she was like, "I'm not interested in your money," and I'm like, that's so weird because the post up was so reasonable. Like, it's like.
And it just makes me think like that, plus the DMing situation, plus the like loose lie of it all, like just makes me feel like, oh, this guy like is just gonna say whatever he can to make the moment most comfortable or the most like his mask is falling, Gloria.
Yeah, Gloria says in the chat says his mask is falling, red flag. Yep.
Yeah,
We're on the
agreed.
same page.
Agreed.
I always was like a little weirded out by him, but I was like, he seems nice enough. And now I'm just like, what is his deal? You know?
Well, and it's like it's that classic reality show framing of like they're the perfect couple that obviously is going to fall at some point because they can't just be perfect the whole time. That never happens. And it's definitely coming from his side because I think Jalen is honestly being very true to herself and not like she is having those hard conversations of like
I like her. I quite like her.
Like she's like, I don't want to do this, and that is me. That is my personality. Like I don't want to go live in the desert for a week and create a new society.
No,
and that's my thing. Yeah. So
me and Maria do separate things like all the time. Like I don't get why couldn't he just go?
Are we going there? Are we getting into that?
No,
yet?
no, we're not going to Burning Man yet.
Okay.
But we're gonna go there next. We're gonna live broadcast from there. It's like, you know, when we cover.
No, I mean, are we gonna get to that? Are we talking about that yet?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
No, not yet. Maybe never. Maybe I just won't let it. There's an order of there's an order of operations that you have.
But before we get to that conversation, we have to start a new society.
Yes.
Without roofs.
Okay, but back to this whole texting the ex thing. If he had just been transparent, like somebody from my past, like literally teenagers 20 years ago, texted me recently, and I felt that it was kind of an inappropriate text to be sending me. It wasn't like explicit or anything, but I didn't like the.
Was it an ex or like an old friend?
It wasn't an ex per se, but it was
but like a thing was there,
an interaction, a crush. It was a years of going back and forth, you know, stuff.
It was like
that.
A real like before midnight situation, like, you know, years later you're gonna reconnect, like type of thing.
Kind of. I don't know. I don't know. But I got the DM, and first of all, I was like, "This is hilarious," and second of all, of course, screenshot sending to all my friends, and then I showed it to Maria, and I was like, it was on Instagram, and I was like, "I just need you to know that this happened."
Yeah.
And then the first thing I was like, okay. And by the way, I'm scared that like this person's like watching this podcast, but I was like, okay, I'm either going to not block this person so that I know where they are at all times, so that they don't, so that I told
Are you in danger, Max?
Well, that's what I was like. I'm either not going to block them so like I know where they are, or I'm just going to block them. And then I realized that I blocked them. And then today I was like watching the show. I was like, oh, Maria, remember that happened like 2 months ago? I forgot to tell you that I blocked them like that same day. Like, oh, cool. You know, whatever. But it's like, you just got to be transparent about it.
Yeah. You just got to tell people
about. Yeah.
Or it's like
I was like, oh, this happened to me. And you know what I did? I told my fiance the second it fucking happened.
Or I guess like the only I guess acceptable reason to maybe not tell someone is if it truly was so meaningless that you didn't respond and you forgot about it within minutes. Like
If you literally forgot about it, but otherwise, you got to tell them. It's like
insane.
Yeah. Well, let's get to episode 9. So everybody receives these intimacy kits, and I kind of thought we would at least hear about like the aftermath of the intimacy kits. But we didn't. We get a comment. Let's hear from Carrie. I'm so late, so starting at the beginning, but man, Rhonda was insufferable this drop. Apparently she doesn't know how, quote, conversations work, end quote. Somebody tell her what she's looking for is a therapist.
Yeah, because that's a really astute thing, because what it is that she monologues until she starts crying. Like, that is how she has conversations. It's like, which is what you do for a therapist, is that you just kind of talk and talk and talk until you cry. And you can't share anything about your life or anything about your experience. Like, I guess that's true. When is it the right time for Pat to ever talk about himself?
I don't know. Can we get footage of her talking to a therapist, though, and her like yelling at her therapist whenever her therapist tries to talk? So, like, so why do you think that is? Don't ask me questions. Stop making it about you. So this intimacy kit. We hear that. So I guess Will hasn't explained to Brittany that he has a lot of experience with toys, which came up in the first episode.
Our butts are safe.
Yeah.
Our butts are safe.
But she should know that their butts are safe.
Maybe that was the sex thing that happened, is that she tried to do butt stuff.
Yeah, and he was like, no. And
he was like, my butt is not safe, and I have to retreat.
I think you cracked the case there. Chad was very unaffected by the nipple clamp. So either he has no nerve endings in the nipple clamps, or he's into that shit, or the nipple clamps were like safety nipple clamps.
They might have been safety, because then he did put them on his ears, which is like, classic dad. Like, that's what dads do, is they do stuff like that.
They put nipple clamps on their ears.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Stepdads.
Oh, hot. I'm turned on now. So Belinda and Chad, they go to a brewery and there's ponies outside, which is very exciting. This is boring. They just talk about their like towns or stuff. I don't care. All right. Josh and Jalen, Dr. P and Pastor Cal come over to confront the truth, which I don't think Josh has ever done in his whole life.
No.
So he says he was asked if he followed his ex on social media, and in a panic, he said no, when in fact he did. Jalen says she was cheated on in the past, and this just feels like a red flag to her, and she's trying to feel how to address it. Girl, dump his ass. He's a liar. You deserve better, okay?
You should both be with Chad. You and your mom should both be with Chad at the archery range right now.
Yeah, come on. Dr. P says marriage is, I love how they're like, marriage is different than a normal relationship because it's harder and it's a different level of commitment. So you should stress yourself out more, and you're already married, so you're stuck in this for life, even though...
What happens in marriage and all these marriages that are so hard? Because, like, I guess for me, it's like life is hard. So I get that. Like, living is hard. Hard things happen to people who are in marriages. But why is the marriage so hard? And why does everybody say that all the time?
I'm pretty sure in marriage, like, you wake up and you have to pick up like this big 100-pound stone, right? And you have to walk up 100 stairs every morning.
Yeah.
And then you have to make and eat like this terrible gruel. And that's just the start of the day. And then you have to communicate with your partner. And then at the end of the day, you have to break that stone
and it falls
and reform it, and it falls. Yeah. So that's
marriage. And then you have to start a new society in the desert.
Start a new society in the desert. Yeah. You have to burn that man. Jalen says she can forgive Josh, and the experts are like, I don't think you can. Bullshit. They're like, bullshit on that one, dude. I'm not gonna forgive her. And she's like, I'm frustrated because I'm doing all the work here, and now he's being a liar. And he said he's okay not going to festivals, but I don't believe it. And I don't want to go to Burning Man. I don't want to go.
And she's right.
She's right. She shouldn't have to go to Burning Man. It's stupid.
And also he should. I don't think she ever said you can't go.
No, but I think she's a little hesitancy around it because, like, in all the pictures, he looks fucked up, and I think that he probably hooks up with people at Burning Man. And I think he wants her to go with him because he's used to hooking up people at Burning Man.
So he's like, I can hook up with you at Burning Man.
Yes, because otherwise I'm gonna have to couple other people because that's how we form community. Because
yeah.
Oh my god, I figured it out. That's the difference. Okay, that's why
he can't fuck his guy friends.
Yes, that's why everything else is just like, oh, at spin class that was a friendship hangout because people weren't fucking each other.
Nobody banged.
Yes, community to him is orgies and fucking.
Yes, I think you cracked the code.
Yeah, I think that's it. He says,
but I will say, and maybe it's just because when he says festivals, he means literally Burning Man.
It seems that's what he means by festivals.
Because I kept being like, I think she could go to a music festival. Like, she could probably go to Coachella. Like, she seems like the exact type of person that would go to Coachella.
But
or
I don't
like
think she
Austin
wants
City
to camp.
Limits.
She doesn't want to camp. Like, she'll go, but she doesn't want to. She's like, I could go.
Make him stay in a Palm Springs hotel and then go to Coachella.
No, but he needs to camp for the community.
For the orgies.
Because the orgies are something. He says we could use help because what is a healthy medium? Because this is how I view and express myself. Find another way to express yourself besides going to fucking festivals. You're getting older. You can't just go to fucking festivals your whole life. And yet she says she doesn't want to keep him away from them, and maybe he should be with someone who shares his love of festivals. And he does say, I want to be with you, and your love shouldn't be around your passion for a hobby. Okay, then why are you such a fucking stick in the mud about it? And why do you keep pressuring her to go to fucking Burning Man? Like, you're the one that's making such a big deal about it.
And also, like, Austin has so many festivals all the time. That's like their main thing, it seems like, besides like tech bros moving there now, is that it's like they have a festival for everything in Austin. Like, you could just do that.
They also have like really shitty comedy there now. That's like
they do. They have like they could go to the Comedy Mothership. They could see Kill Tony whenever they want. They can have all the right-wing comedy that they want.
So, the Comedy Mothership or whatever stupid shit they have. So all right, let's go to Derek and Meg. Oh, they do cold plunging together. Oh my god, more stupid bullshit. Oh my god. She says it's all about getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. Well,
and that's what marriage is all about.
That's what pregnancy is all about, I think, too.
I think so.
I don't
rightfully
know.
Very
I'm trying to understand as a man. That's what this podcast is all about.
Mm-hmm. Two bros trying to understand pregnancy.
Yeah. Should we just watch pregnancy videos for the next 30 minutes?
It'd be educational, I think, for all of us.
Yeah. How is Babby formed? Okay, back to Jalen and Josh. Josh says in the moment, it's hard for him to digest because he would love for her to enjoy Burning Man. But I just don't know how to digest this because I need you to come watch that giant man burn for me in the desert for 7 days.
It's like, please. I promise you she would hate it. And it would ruin your time.
Dude, who cares? It's just I can't take this guy seriously.
I can't take it seriously.
It's 2025.
I know people that go to Burning Man and they're wild people.
They're insufferable. They're burners are insufferable. The people that I know went to Burning Man, like they changed their names to like blank Apollo. They'd be like, my name is Max Apollo, and like I'm a god, and they thought they were like deities. They were like burners. And they would go to raves and they would all do a lot of drugs and they convinced themselves.
It's like in a different era you'd be in the Manson family. Like,
yes, dude. And like I just feel like Burning Man is also so like 2010. I'm like, it's 2025. Why are we talking about fucking Burning Man?
Obama's not president anymore. We have to deal with our problems now.
I don't know. We're in Texas. They might be happy about that. I don't know what these people think. Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know. I know we're in Austin, but I'm like, I don't know. It's 2025 in Austin. Okay.
Yeah. 2025 Austin is the comedy. Yeah. The comedy
mother there. I don't know. Josh says in the moment it's hard. Yeah. But maybe they can find a way for themselves to find the freedom he finds at Burning Man together. See, I think that freedom is about fucking.
Yeah. Maybe they haven't fucked yet. That's what it is. He's like, we haven't fucked when there's other people in a tent next to us is like his thing, I think.
But you know how like they at Burning Man, they're like, they don't have money and they have to like barter and like exchange shit. Isn't that part of Burning Man? I think that his thing is that he exchanges sex for goods.
Totally. That's what he brings to the table.
The vibe that I'm getting.
Or maybe he exchanges his ability to build a roof.
I was thinking he's roofing too and fucking. He does like glory hole roofing.
That's perfect. Where he just like lays on the roof.
Yes.
Yeah.
He says, I wish you would give it a chance like I gave going to cycle a chance.
Oh, totally.
This is totally comparable. And he doesn't
one's like a 90-minute experience tops.
No, how dare you? He really doesn't like when she compares like 45 minutes to a week at Burning Man. Yeah. Do you
think he partakes? Yeah.
This is what Carrie says. She says, do you think he partakes in some mind-altering substances at Burning Man, and that's why he's so set on her going, so they can get high and get down, if you catch my drift? Yeah, maybe he wants to have like sex on ecstasy at Burning Man. He wants
it's like you could have sex on ecstasy at Austin. Like that, I bet you can find that pretty easily.
No, but it's in the desert. It's in a society.
It's in a new society.
A utopia. It's a utopia. It's like the Garden of Eden. You guys don't understand. It's a community.
He's totally misinterpreting her personality, because she just does not seem like the type of person who's like, yeah, I'll drop acid while I'm here. Like,
yeah,
fine.
I know.
When in Rome, when in a new society, I'll drop some acid.
We get a flashback, and there's a conversation where Jalen said, if I'm not comfortable going to Burning Man, is that okay? And he says yes in the flashback, which we saw. We get back to the present, and I had to pull the soundbite. It's amazing.
It's just kind of taken me until this moment to realize how important Burning Man is to me.
You knew how important it was to you, you fucking weirdo. This whole time, you sent her a Burning Man ticket. Like, that was your gift. All you do is talk about Burning Man. It's like the only personality thing we have about you.
Wait, why do you need a ticket?
Burning Man.
If it's like there's no money,
there shouldn't be a ticket.
There shouldn't be a ticket. You should just be able to go.
It should just be like sand or something. You should have given her a box of sand. And she should have had to just like figure it out. Been like, oh, he's a burner. Oh, I get it.
Well, I think it just goes back to the fact that he will say most anything to just kind of make the moment go by, or like make the moment easy. So like earlier he was like, oh yeah, I don't care, even though like inside he was like, I'm gonna convince her. Just like Derek with his 3 kids idea. He's like, no. What? She'll come around to what I want eventually. Like
she'll come around because we'll keep having unprotected sex.
Yeah, exactly. We'll keep having unprotected sex. When she sees this new society that we build and the big statue of the Wicker Man, like, she's going to understand, and she'll want to come back every year.
But did you hear when Josh says this is the same thing as him asking her not to be a cycle instructor anymore? This is the same thing as me asking you to quit one of your jobs. This is the same thing.
So maybe you're right. Maybe he's a Burning Man gigolo, and he does get paid in money to have sex with people at Burning Man.
Yeah, probably.
So it is his job. Who are we to say it's not his job?
Yeah, he says he makes like $500,000 roofing, which sounds a little out there for me. Yeah. She says no one is forcing you to say goodbye to it. And he also accuses her of being defensive and asks for her to practice not cutting him off. Yeah, if she would just communicate better and be more reasonable.
Practice not cutting me off is hilarious.
It's like, can you be more reasonable in this discussion where I'm begging you to come to Burning Man with me and accusing you of making me not go to Burning Man when you don't even care about this? And then he gets mad at her for rolling her eyes, and I'm like, you should thank her for not rolling her eyes sooner, okay? I was rolling my eyes the whole time that this was on.
The first time you said burning,
yeah,
I would have rolled my eyes.
I barely watched any of it because my eyes were just like basically like in the back of my head, like it was like impossible.
No, during that conversation, like Anne-Marie was in the other room because she was on a Zoom for something else. And she texted me like during that scene, like, are you okay? Because I just kept going like, whoa, oh God. Like when every time he talked, I was just like groaning so loud. She thought I was like struggling with something in there.
Well, you were.
I was struggling with him.
Yeah. Let's get to Rhonda and Pat. So we basically talked about this, but they go to the father's grave. He's driving and trying to listen to her, and she's upset. Yeah, we talked about this. Nothing's good enough for Rhonda. Let's get to Brittany and Will. Pastor Cal and Dr. Pia come over, and Brittany and Will say, we're just always trying to have a good day. You know, every day we're trying to have a good day. And Will says they have no issues. Really, Will? And Brittany says, I don't know. She says, I don't know where we stand, specifically where he stands. And Will says he asks her every day Will says she asks him every day what he's going to say on decision day, which I have to say, that is a lot to be asking somebody every day, especially.
But when someone is so cagey, it might lead you to ask them every day.
Yes, I think it's like somewhere in between, because he is saying that he's going to say yes, but he is saying yes, but that could change.
Yeah, which if I'm her, I may be like, you know what? I'm going to say no.
He's basically saying tread lightly. Tread lightly.
He is. Okay? He is. He's saying my love is very conditional.
He's going like Heisenberg. He's like, I'm the one who walks, so tread lightly. You know, he's like, I'm the one who knocks. You know, Will says that she is cheating them both by Brittany not being herself. Do you think that she should be more herself? I mean, I think he's being himself, apparently.
I mean, I definitely think he's being himself, and
I think he's cheating them both by him being himself. I think he needs to be less himself.
He needs to change.
People are always like, you should be yourself. I'm like, some people need to not be themselves. They need to alter their whole personality.
Well, and this is where I'll say I think the experts are falling for something that Will has done in multiple expert sessions now, where like he'll just kind of like look at her with his like stoic kind of like puppy dog eye look, and they'll be like, look at how he looks at you. Can't you tell? Can't you tell how much
he loves you? You're married. You guys have to stay committed to each other. Marriage is hard. Eat the gruel. Carry the rock up the stairs.
He loves you. He looked at you.
You got to do it. You're committed to carry that rock every morning, okay?
And then it was like, he like hugged her, and they were like, see, look at that. He hugged you. He must love you. And it's kind of like, I don't know. I think some people just kind of like use that type of physical affection to like end arguments. Like they'll be like, look, let's just kiss. Like, let's just kiss.
I think he doesn't know how to respond to her emotions unless he's crying. I only see him give her like physical emotions when she like produces tears. If her eyes are a little teary, he's like, are you crying? And she's like, no. And he's like, oh, okay. But if she's crying, that's when he'll comfort her. She needs to have like a very strong emotion for him to like get it, you know?
Exactly.
And that's why I'm like, I don't think he's an asshole. I just don't think that he like really registers emotions. I just think he's very like analytical, but not in a good way. And I just don't, I don't think that, I think that like for him to be with somebody, they're going to have to be a very specific kind of person who's very not sensitive. Yeah. Who's not going to take what he does personally. And I don't think Brittany's that person.
Because he might also be the type of person that like really, and I think, actually, this makes sense. And she identified that he doesn't really take compliments very well. Or he doesn't know how to respond to compliments. Yeah. And I kind of can relate to that. I think one thing that I've always done that like my parents never really appreciated, and that like Anne-Marie has definitely gotten used to over the years, is that like I do kind of not react like when I'm given gifts all that much. I'm just kind of like, this is cool. Even like when I really like it, even when it's like the exact thing that I wanted, it's like I've never been the type that is like screaming or like really shocked or like that type of thing. He might be like a little bit of that, but like to the like 10th degree of like he really just doesn't react. Because I think when she showed him her house, for example, like I think she wanted some sort of reaction, like, oh my God, like this is like the coolest house ever. Like wow, you have your own house, like, which is impressive. Like that's really impressive. Just like have a whole house like that, and to have like a kind of big house in Austin, like is impressive. But he really just doesn't know how to give those types of reactions.
No, it's just not who he is.
It isn't who he is. Yeah.
It's just not a good match.
But it is it's the little comments that he'll add on to the end of things that make it be like, well, dude, you didn't have to say that. Like,
yeah, I know. No. Like, I'm not saying he's faultless, but I'm
like, just kind of like, you didn't have to say that. Like, you're really making her feel bad about herself. Like,
I know.
If I was in her position, I'd be like, I think you're not attracted to me. Like, that is what I get from your actions and the way you talk to me, is that I feel like you wanted to be married at first sight to someone else, and not me. And that is how I'm perceiving your actions right now.
Okay, so with Will, people try to encourage him to change, like the way that he talks with her a little bit. So people
Wait, so Gloria, I want to call out Gloria's comment real quick. That didn't he say yes, but if you end up bedridden, who knows? He kind of said that, but it was more of like that's what I think that's what I love you means to him. Is that kind of what he was saying?
That's what he's like. He's like, I want to be able to say that or something like that.
Because to me, when I say I love you, it means like, so in a way, I think like he is pretty much saying like, I don't know if you got cancer. I'd want to be there for that.
He said, I definitely didn't say I love you. And then he said,
I want to make sure that if I say I'm in love with you and I love you, hey, when you're bald on chemo and your body's falling apart and you're cussing me out because I'm helping you, I still love you.
Yeah, he wants to make sure that he gets to that point.
Yeah.
But Ian, here's my question. And it's actually just a genuine question. So we want to make sure that Will, that he's a person that can work on these things, Yeah. Have you ever tried working on your reactions to receiving gifts? Because it seems that you've kind of accepted your fate to not being a good gift receiver.
I think I have, but it's kind of comes out more in like the words that I say, and because I really do struggle with like the energy people want, and that still is there of like, I'm not like a person who like screams or a person who like is ever like shocked by anything. But like I will try to like make a point of being like, this is really awesome. Like I really like this.
Yeah.
Like this is cool. Like, but it's just like I still think I could probably work on the like energy of it.
You don't want to but is your hesitancy that you don't want to put on a show?
No, I think like to maybe psychoanalyze it a little bit is that I think one of my parents, I'll have them guess which one it is, I think would always like put on like a show of like, are you going to react? And it was maybe like me subtly as a kid being like, I'm not going to like give you the reaction that I know that you are like so desperately wanting type of thing. And then a lot of the times I will say like a good amount of my family members, especially like the very like evangelical religious side of my family, would give like really dog shit gifts to. Like I got the Passion of the Christ like 5 Christmases in a row from one aunt. And so like, yeah, that's a lot of the times the type of gifts that I was getting growing up.
Get your ass beat on my Jewish side of the family if you handed out that fucking movie, man.
Unless it's a gag gift. Great gag gift, though.
Great. No, actually, no, I'm serious. If you handed that out on my Jewish side of the family, people be fucking cracking up, though. Cracking up, man. No, I was just asking because I am like, it's like it is hard to like kind of like change your behaviors and stuff.
It really
like
is like to change your personality like that, even if you know.
Yeah,
I agree. So like,
because I kind of see, you and Will are very similar people. So like,
I'm exactly like Will, and I really was waiting to like whenever I say I care about someone, I think about like, well, if they were dying, like would I want to be there for that? Like that's kind of how I go about every relationship I have.
Yeah. Well, let's get to Derek and Megan. Pastor Cal and Pia come over and they're just kind of like, "Oh, you guys are great. Love is in the building." Like I was like, "What is this?" They're like, Derek and Megan are fixed. They're like, they're a star couple. Like what?
They kind of are the star couple though now. Like I get what they're saying because like they go to these other ones and they're like falling apart. They obviously don't like each other. And then it's like, hey, these guys are both, like we said earlier, both kind of unlikable. Maybe they can be unlikable. Maybe they can make it work.
They should just settle for each other and everything will be okay. Let's get to Rhonda and Pat. Rhonda tells Pat she realizes her biggest insecurity is being chosen. And it's because it comes from her dad. And he always wanted a boy. But then he got 2 girls. And her sister was that boy. And she feels that he chose her sister over her. And then she's had some toxic relationships. I'm like, this is too complicated. I think you just don't like Just
I think you just don't like Pat.
You don't like space and you don't like Pat. It's okay. You don't have to like him. You got married at first sight. You didn't pick him. You don't have to like him.
It's fine if you don't like him.
It's fine. You just divorced him on divorce day. You know.
You know what? You don't have to like your dad either.
Yeah, you don't have to like anyone. Okay. Rhonda says she thinks that this whole Patrick isn't interested in getting to know her thing is a trigger for her, and then he's like, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you hate me. It's my fault that you hate me. Everything's my fault. You're right. I'm so sorry."
He's so red, by the way.
Why is he sunburned all the time? Like, doesn't he live in Austin?
I've ever seen.
He hasn't. I was like, I don't know what's happening, or it's just.
Or it's like, is he like always like so wine drunk that he's?
Well, that's the thing. They do drink. Him and Rhonda drink like all the time.
Yeah.
Which I get. You're on a reality show. It's stressful. I would too.
I mean, he is like looking at his face, like he's giving Santa Claus. Like he's got like a nice little jolly nose.
He would make a good Santa Claus.
He'd make a good Santa Claus.
Yeah. Like a subdued Santa Claus.
It's a really Christmas themed episode.
Yeah, this is our special Christmas themed episode. Well, we are in the festive season, but not Christmas season yet. Okay?
You're wearing a red and green hat.
But it's not Christmas yet. That's when Santa Claus pulls up in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Okay,
you're right.
I don't care what Mariah Carey says. Non-reality alert does not start until.
Has
Santa
she unfrozen
Claus
herself yet?
I think she did. It's like right after Halloween ends, Mariah Carey declares it Christmas season, and I'm like, sorry, Mariah. I love you, but I cannot do like a 61-day Christmas.
No, it's too
season.
much. It's
too much. Okay, I don't have that much joy in my heart.
It's like the people who like start Halloween like after the 4th of July. It's like get over yourself.
It's a fucking God. Every year. Like, you guys don't get sick of this shit? Is every year, okay?
It's every year, yeah.
And our lives and our lifespans are fucking increasing all the time, too.
You're gonna hopefully do this like 70 plus times.
So many times. Jesus. Enough.
When you think about it, like 70s, like not that much. So you gotta.
It's too much. It's too much. Life is long. Brittany and Will meet Brittany's family. Okay, a few things happened here. One's, I think there was karaoke, but it might have just been a microphone. They might have just had a microphone. I never saw a karaoke machine, and I never saw anybody singing. I would love if they just had a microphone that they were using in this house because there were so many people. I like to think of it that way.
I like that. That's the talking microphone.
Yeah, or like they had a karaoke machine, but they just used it as like a PA.
Didn't it feel like her mom was like roasting her like so much?
Definitely. Yeah. And that's why she's so sensitive, because her mom just like bullies her all the time. It's like Megan's mom.
She picks her toenails. What a freak.
Yeah, that stood out to me. She doesn't just pick her toenails, she picks off her toenails.
Like the entirety.
Yes. No, yeah, I like rewound. She would rip off her toenails.
That's pretty crazy.
That's like severe anxiety. And now she's with somebody like Will. Like, that is not a good combo.
She's going to judge you for that.
She is going to start ripping off her toenails again if she doesn't divorce this guy. Divorce his ass now. You have got to keep on those toes, okay?
You got to keep on the toes.
And you know that she's probably shown feet on this show, and she's going to end up on Wiki Feet, okay?
Yeah.
Like, be careful.
But that could be like some people's things. It's like a nailless toe.
Nailless toes.
Like a nailless toe. Like somebody out there is going to love that.
So she should stay with Will.
It's the niche. It's like she's carving out her own niche.
I like that. Her mom says that she'll pray for them, and I thought that was good. I was like, these two do need to be prayed for, if anybody.
They need to be prayed. They need to be prayed on right now, actually.
Yes. I thought it was interesting when the whole family wanted to watch them kiss. That was very weird. Do your families ever want to watch you and Anne Marie kiss? Do they ever?
No, not really. They don't really say things like that.
No.
I mean, like, to me, like, that's what the wedding's for. Is like, that's when you watch each other kiss. Like, that's when everybody gets a big show. They go, oh, look at that kiss. Like, they did some tongue there. Oh, look, he grabbed a little butt there.
A little butt grab. Yeah. All right, let's get to Derek and Megan. They reveal that they're pregnant. She's pregnant. I cannot believe it. I think I have a soundbite where Megan, listen to what Megan said in one of the previous episodes.
I'm a little bit annoyed. Like, we have a lot of sex. Most of that's unprotected.
I mean, like, they say that they're shocked. How are they shocked? You have unprotected sex. Constantly, all the time. They probably have fighting sex, makeup sex, all sex. Yeah. in her.
No,
weird...
yeah, I think that's probably like where they're the most like in love with each other. Probably is that when they're not talking and they're just like banging it out.
I know. I think that's, but he basically said that's where he said "I love you," like in the bedroom. It's probably the only
for sure.
he'll ever say
and Pastor Calvin like really loved that. Pastor Calvin's like a little bit of a horn dog.
Yeah, he's not a good guy.
Oh, is he not? Is that like confirmed?
No, I just don't think he is.
Good.
I don't think. I think he's like basically a producer. Like I don't think he's like a like. Do you? Think
for sure. Like he's engineering a lot of these.
Yeah, I don't think he like really cares about their relationship.
But he loves to kind of talk about banging. He's done it like 4 or 5 times now this season, or at least like allude to banging.
He's like, if you can't hang out, bang it out. All right.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
the advice for today. And where's Zoe? I love Zoe. Let me pet the dog. I'm like, what? All right, let's get to. Well, Derek and Megan have some crazy pranks they're doing, like toilet paper that can't rip. Which is, I hadn't heard of that one before.
That's a pretty original one. I haven't heard of it either.
I do have to give them some props on originality. And also the cat noise. I was like, I also am not super familiar with the cat noise.
But if you hit her with one water balloon,
she has to wash her hair. Why do you have to wash your hair after you get your hair wet from a water balloon?
Because they filled them with piss, Max.
And it's Chad's Cajun piss, you know. It's filled with like brew and like crawfish.
There's like reeks of crawfish.
It smells.
There's like so much celery in this.
It smells
piss.
like you took a whole tour down fucking Bourbon Street. It's just disgusting. It's like beignets. It's like it almost smells delicious, but it's gross.
It's like I almost wanted it in a soup.
And then Pat really wanted to go, but Rhonda was like, no, you have to go to a family reunion, and I'm going to tape your mouth shut, and you're going to listen to me talk. Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
That's what's going to happen.
Don't you dare talk about your family once.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Pat, actually, besides that he likes space.
But you didn't even know that at the beginning of this. You were like, what does Pat do? Like you?
No, I knew he liked space.
No, you didn't even know that. No,
I knew he liked space. I didn't know that he worked in space. Because there's a lot of guys like Pat out there that just like space.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he worked in space, okay? He even went into it this episode, and you weren't paying attention.
He saw it happen in Hawaii. I remember that.
Oh, okay. Maybe you're just playing stupid. I don't know what you were doing. Maybe really get character. All right, let's get into Derek and Megan. So they try. I like how there's a little. They're trying to pick the right room, and she like gets upset that like the bathroom. Not all the bathrooms have a tub because she has to cold plunge. Did you catch that?
Obsessed with this cold plunge thing.
I know it doesn't do anything. You just get cold. I don't know.
Yeah. She likes to prove that she can do it longer than him, and I think that's her thing.
Yeah.
She's like, look, I can handle more pain than you. I'm gearing up for pregnancy. I have to be used to pain and being uncomfortable.
We get like the men and the women kind of separate, and and
this one Chad really shines.
Oh yeah, Chad is really giving a lot of really good advice. Will explains the 5 different types of love, which I did not write down or look up. Guys, I can't do it. I'm sure we could make it funny, but it was like Eros and Thibia and Germata.
Look, they weren't listening to it either.
Yeah, I was like, this is too painful. I can't do it. I like how Chad's like, you sound like a fucking nerd. You were working computers, right? Dorkosaurus. He's like, he's like, this is your first time having sex when you got married at first sight, right? It has to be.
No, he has so much experience with toys.
Oh, where is it? Where's the soundbite? I can't find the butts are safe. Just imagine that I played the butts are safe thing.
Both of our butts are safe.
Our butts are safe. One girl told me she wanted to put her thumb in my butt or her finger in my butt. And I was like, yeah, nope, let's not do that. And I won't play with your butt. So it's fine. Our butts are safe.
He's not going to play with anybody's butt. That's what I know about Will.
That's like the most personality he ever showed. It was like really weird. He like seemed human at that point.
Whoa.
Oh, Gary says there's actually warnings against cold plunges while pregnant.
This is gonna be tough for Megan.
I be prepared for her to ignore all those warnings. Sorry.
Look, she's not gonna drink, but she's gonna freeze the shit out of this baby.
Yeah, she is. She's gonna have like an ice baby. Chad said, Derek says everything's going well. Just as him and Jalen are doing pretty good, and the experts were helpful. You ignored the experts. You totally ignored them. You didn't take a word of their advice.
She's gonna go to Burning Man, and she's gonna love it.
Yeah, that's what he says. He's like, she's fucking coming with me. I'm gonna fucking do the he's gonna chloroform her and take her to Burning Man, and she's gonna be okay with it.
She's gonna see the utopia that it is, and they're gonna get stranded out there like people have for the last 3 years in a row. It seems that people have been stranded in Burning Man, and she's gonna love
Chris
that.
Rock goes to Burning Man, then she can go too. I don't see what the
Jalen
problem
is just like Chris Rock.
Same
I've
person.
said this since the beginning of this episode.
Very similar personalities. Okay, they're both in the work industry. Like, I don't see what the problem is.
Yeah.
So Jalen says she hopes the experts got through to Josh, and the other women are like, hopefully he just needed that festival flair when he was single. And Jalen says he should be able to find community other places.
Agreed.
We get a flashback of Jalen trying to be positive about that they can find community for him in different places. And he's just like, that just sounds like hanging out with my friends. And Belinda says, don't take it personally. It's just a lack of knowledge because he's only had community from Burning Man and nowhere else. And Jalen's like, I'm just irritated. He's annoying. He's stupid.
Yeah.
He's butt face. And I'm like, agreed, girl. Go off.
And his friends should watch the show and be like, you know what? Fuck you, Josh.
Yeah,
I thought we were a community.
What if we fuck you, we're not a community? Like, do you know what the word is? Do you need to look at a dictionary? Do you watch Reality Alert for them to explain to you? Not everything in life is about fucking, okay?
Not everything's all about the desert. Not everything's all about having a kooky little steampunk outfit on.
They grill and eat, and the cat starts going off again, and no one knows where that little cat is. I would have been really mad. I would have been really mad about this prank. I would have been like, you guys convinced me there's a fucking cat in here, and it's not real. And I was so
You're just kind of like, what kind of prank is this?
Where's
like
the kitty?
That you just convinced me that there's a cat?
I'm just disappointed and sad now. That's not a fun prank. Like,
yeah, like I thought there was a cat I could pet.
Yeah, you scared me that there was a lion. I should have been scared for my life, not disappointed that there's not a kitty. Like, that's not a fun prank. I'm sad.
It's disappointing.
Yeah, I'm always disappointed. You're just making my life the same. Okay.
Like, I'd be happy if I found out that there wasn't a big scary lion.
Yes, but instead I'm just.
But maybe if there was a cowardly lion. A little bit of a scarecrow.
Appropriate, very appropriate. Wicked coming out November 21st. Derek says what he loves about Megan is her passions in real estate, and she's really smart, and they just have a good time together. Don't believe you love her passions real estate. Don't think you care about her being really smart. Don't think you guys have a really good time together outside the bedroom, but go off.
Yeah.
Go off.
Look, he loves her passion for real estate.
And loves her passion. Loves visiting her in that weird little shipping container where she works.
It was like I couldn't decide if I agreed that it was kind of a badass office or if I was like, this is weird as shit.
It was not a badass office. It's a shipping container. It's a shipping container.
But they have a pool table. Come on. They have a pool table. They have darts and stuff in there.
Brittany says she appreciates Will's mind and how it works, and she says he's uniquely him and will never encounter another him, and the way he processes things is beautiful.
And I hope I never encounter another person like him.
Like him, yeah. I'm like, all bullshit. But his response is the best. He says she is smart and sweet and, quote, able to have conversations, end quote.
Oh.
I love that you're able to converse with me. Just you're able to say words. It's really beautiful.
Because he often isn't.
Yeah.
He really isn't.
No.
Good at it at all.
Yeah.
Even I love like the scene with his friends in like the first episode. They were like, "Dude, what are you saying?" Like,
yeah, he said litany. He said litany. Very impressive.
His friends seemed so fun.
Yeah, I know. Those friends were cool. Can we bring them back? Let's get to Josh and Jalen. They're in their room, and she's like, I've been thinking about you know, the Community movie and how like it just didn't get made and like, you know, how it's still being held and like why it won't come up. He's like, no, I'm talking about fucking. I mean, Community.
They're like,
wait, what are we talking
about? Danny
about?
Pudi, come on.
Yeah, God, like Donald Glover was signed on and the strikes ruined it. No, I say Community is. She's like, Community is a simple thought for her. It's frustrating for you that you don't see it the same way. And he's like, I hear it, but when you talk about it, you bring people together, but I haven't seen it. And she's like, I showed you Community my spin class. And he's like, that was just a friend's hangout. And I'm like, it's neither. It's her job. How is spin class a fucking community or a fucking hangout? It's a job that you have, and people come and they pay to work there. Stop calling it a community. You probably call it a family too. It's a fucking paid class.
Look, but at work we're family, and that's why we don't pay people very well.
Maybe it's a community for the people that sign up for the classes there, but you are like the instructor. You don't create the community. Maybe the members do afterwards. Like, come on.
You just be like, your friends or your community. Get over yourself. You're not in the desert.
Yeah, he says he was an introvert until he was 28 years old, and he only experienced his community at Burning Man. He needs to let down these boundaries. They are so annoying.
Well, it's also just kind of like, what if? Okay, you're an introvert. That's fine. Like,
I would be Michael Scott and be like, I declare divorce. I would just start screaming it. I declare divorce.
I think that we end this now.
I declare
Dr.
divorce.
Pepper. Where's Dr. Pepper?
I cannot be with a Burning Man. I can't do it.
So wait, is Dr. Pepper only going to come back for the decision? Like, is she?
Yeah,
okay?
she's a divorce doctor. Is that her thing? I do.
Yeah.
I do not. I don't know what she does. I just know her name's Dr. Pepper. I don't know.
She's got to have been a bigger part in earlier seasons.
Maybe. He tells her he's trying to they're trying to understand each other's perspective. She says, I want it just to be that even if you don't understand what community is, I want you to understand who I am, what kind of person I am. And he's like, don't cut me off. I love it. She's like, I know you're an idiot. I know you're a total fucking idiot and you don't know what a community is, but you could at least understand that I am your wife. Okay.
Yeah.
I know you're a fucking numbskull, but I'm your wife.
I'm your wife. I'm not made out of wicker in the desert.
Man, but you know, they make it work, you know.
They're gonna, you know, because marriage is hard work. And they're gonna learn that like one day they're gonna start carrying that rock and eating that gruel, and they're gonna say, this is what life is all about. It's not about being in the desert, it's about eating this gruel and carrying this rock.
That's what it is. That's what it is. And playing pranks, apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently Derek and Megan have it all figured out. They're already making babies. They're
having fun. They're banging it out.
They're banging it out. They're hanging it out, banging it out. Okay. Have you ever played pickleball?
Yeah, 1 or 2 times.
Okay. All right. Do you like it? You seem a little defensive.
It's fine.
Why are you defensive? Why are you being weird about pickleball?
Because I play tennis and it takes up all the tennis court.
Oh, that's why. You were like competitive about tennis in high school, right?
Yeah. And so like sometimes it's annoying.
Wait, how competitive? How did you do in high school?
I played varsity. I wasn't like the best. I wasn't like best on the team, but I was like on the team. Yeah.
Okay.
We were good. We were a good team. We went to state a few times.
Okay. So what is your view on pickleball?
I mean, I think it's fun. Like, I don't want to like yuck anyone's yum. Like, if people like pickleball, like that's cool.
But you don't like that it's co-opting tennis courts?
I think that, yeah, that's a little bit of annoying sometimes. And like, I do think it's like very easy. Like that's the thing, that it feels like playing ping pong a little bit.
I think ping pong is like harder than tennis. I feel like
I understand that. Yeah.
I feel like when I play tennis, like usually people aren't like too good at it. Sometimes people are like, there's usually like one person who's good, but I feel like when I play ping pong, there's always like one person who's just like too good, and I'm like, this isn't fun. Like, you're just like, you had a ping pong table growing up, whereas usually people didn't have tennis courts.
That is a little bit like how I feel about, because I usually am that guy at ping pong where like I really do just kind of like kill people at it, and then it's like, it's fun for me, not very fun for them.
Yeah, it sucks. I'm like, I don't care about ping pong.
Yeah, and like I think pickleball's a little bit the same way. Like, especially if you were like pretty serious about tennis, that you can just like dominate. You can just kind of crush people at it. Like,
Yeah, but I'm like tennis. I'm like, yeah, I like bocce ball. You know, and anybody can play bocce ball.
I will say, like, I do think if I like found a friend group who like really liked playing pickleball all the time, like I could do that. Like I wouldn't be like a dick about it. Like I'd be like, yeah, I'll play pickleball with you guys. Like I don't hate it or anything.
Well, Brittany did not have fun playing pickleball for many reasons, but even before Will started doing his Will stuff.
Fucking shit. Fuck, man. Fuck. Shit. Fucking shit.
Okay.
I hate losing.
It's like that scene, it's like that scene from The Wire where they only say fuck.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's like that. The show's just like The Wire. Yeah.
It's just like The Wire. Like Stringer Bell is like my favorite part of Married at First Sight.
Yeah. Okay, so who's McNulty on this? Who's like the most McNulty-esque?
Oh, Chad.
Yeah,
Probably
Chad's
Chad.
McNulty. Okay, so who's Omar? Who's the person who's most like a man's got to have a code? Is that Will? Do you think he lives by?
I think it's Will. I think it is Will. Yeah.
Okay. And then Stringer, who's Stringer? Who's like kind of like was a drug dealer and then went to business school.
Oh, probably Megan.
Okay, yeah, definitely Megan. You're right. The real estate stuff. Yeah.
She's
and
a
then
tycoon.
Who's Avon Barksdale? Who kind of like still lives by that, you know?
Belinda.
Oh, definitely Belinda. Yeah.
Probably
Okay.
Belinda.
Yeah, I think we got our main cast of characters here. It's really great. That's great. So they do that and they talk about the process, how they're all growing and communicating, everything's going well. And Brittany, I don't get why she has to have this conversation right there, right now. I know things are tough, but Brittany, I know Will is difficult to deal with, but you don't have to.
We're on the pickleball court right now.
Yeah, okay. It's a very intense match. You know, I think people want to know who wins. And she wants Will to publicly say what she needs to work on. And he's like, I don't.
Obviously, your pickleball game. That's what.
Yeah, obviously, you suck. And he's like, I don't want to do this. And after she kind of forces it out of him, and he doesn't really know, he doesn't. I don't think he really wants to say anything. He can't even really think of anything. I don't think he's really good at being put on the spot.
No.
He says he doesn't know how to navigate her emotions, like when she was in a bad mood this morning. But he says she doesn't need to work on it because it's impossible. because she'll never be able to work on her emotions. It's like, Brittany, like when you put him in a situation, of course he's gonna say something stupid, you know, like it's not like you're setting him up to fail. No, Brittany,
he doesn't know how to say something that doesn't hurt your feelings. Like he just doesn't.
Like it's bad enough when you don't put him on the spot. Like it's gonna be doubly bad if you put him on the spot. You know what I mean?
He's like, I'm gonna hurt your feelings twice.
And Megan was like, this is so awkward. And I'm like a very awkward person. Like, this is so like, bad.
The main thing my guy likes about me is that I love real estate. And like, like this sucks compared to that.
Her and Derek were trying to leave. If I was there, I would have been like moving closer to the net, trying to like listen. You know, I would have been like,
it's like, I gotta know what we're gonna talk about later.
I dropped my racket. I gotta pick it up.
You're like, this is gonna keep us from fighting later. Like,
yeah,
this is gonna be great.
So much to talk about. After pickleball, Brittany says she struggles telling if Will doesn't like confrontation or if he doesn't care. Why not both?
Yeah, I don't think he cares about much of anything.
No,
except for like, okay, this is one thing I am kind of noticing sometimes about Will is that like, I think he might be a little bit stuck on that like male thing where like if I show a lot of emotions, like that's not very like bro-y of me or like male of me to like get excited or to like he's just not very vulnerable, like bottom line. Like I don't think he shows a lot of vulnerability and that's what really frustrates me about the scenes with the experts is that I don't really think that Brittany's not vulnerable, like at all. I think
she's talking about she needs to be more vulnerable, and I'm like, she's plenty vulnerable.
And I'm like, no, I think Will needs to be more vulnerable. I think he's got a lot, like he has like a fortress up, like not just a wall, like he has a whole fortress up right now. He is the least vulnerable person on this whole show. And I don't know, like I think that is like, it really bothers me about the scenes with the experts is that they really miss that every time. And it makes me doubt their credibility. to be honest.
Oh my God, you are questioning the experts of marrying at first sight vulnerability. How could you? I'm gonna have to edit this out. They
Look, they might come for me. They might come for me, but I don't know if Pastor Calvin
to come on the podcast, and now they're not gonna want to. And
God,
oh my God,
look, I'm sorry I ruined this for you.
Oh my God, I was gonna ask them to come to me and Maria's wedding and just
Dr. Pepper was gonna officiate. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Will decides to get some advice from Derek. Will basically says that whenever he says that something's going on with him, Brittany assumes it has to do with her. Like if he was saying, I was tossing and turning last night, Brittany will say, are you saying that I was tossing and turning last night? Which is really hilarious. Like the relationship is terrible. The communication is so off. Like
it's just off.
Like it's so fraught that he can't even say anything without her assuming that he's like attacking her.
They just don't belong together.
No,
the matchmakers really messed up on that one.
The Tin Man needs a Tin Woman. Okay.
Look, exactly. They need a 10 relationship.
He needs to know that his butt is safe, and he doesn't feel that his butt is safe with her, and that's not.
He's afraid for his butt. He's afraid for his butt. That's that's the subtext of every scene.
Brittany and Megan. Megan says she thinks Will needs to be vulnerable, but that it doesn't have anything to do with Brittany. And Brittany says she doesn't think she's the one, and she wants Will to tell her because she doesn't deserve this. Well, he's not going to tell you that until decision day. Okay.
Because you know what? At least he knows how the show works.
Yeah, okay. And you got to stay on the show. Okay.
He's a rule follower in that way.
Yes. Jalen and Josh, they go on some bikes, and everything is feeling good. Everything is fixed.
Yeah.
For now. Perfect. Until he texts his ex or something. We'll see what happens. Yeah.
His ex, who is probably at Burning Man, currently. Yeah. He's waiting for the next one.
Yeah, I need to know what month is it and how soon is Burning Man.
Yeah, how imminent is this conversation?
Belinda and Brittany and Jalen, they are talking, and Brittany says she doesn't think she's Will's person. Like Will opens up to Chad, but not to her. Oh my God.
Maybe Chad is his person.
Yeah, yeah, maybe she knew Chad.
And that's why he's so afraid for his butt. It's just
Jalen comes back and she says Brittany is crying, and she says, was it pickleball?
Fucking shit. Fuck me.
Probably was the pickleball.
Why was it pickleball? Was pickleball hard? So you're crying? It's so funny. Was it
got so embarrassed today at the pickleball?
So funny that she asked pickleball. It's like obviously it was Will. He makes her cry all the time. Why would you ask if it was pickle? Why would your mind jump to pickleball?
She was hoping it was pickleball and not Will. She was like, please let it not be Will. I'm tired of hearing about this.
Yeah. Brittany and Will says he talked to Derek, and he says sometimes he has to respond to Megan in the moment. And so I apologize for not doing that. He's like, now that I know that Will sometimes has to apologize to Megan immediately, I realize that I should respond to you when you talk to me. I didn't realize that we had to have conversations. I didn't know that was a thing that couples did.
Yeah. Well, that's why he got married at first sight.
Because how relationships worked. Yeah,
he didn't want to deal with that.
I didn't know we had to converse and that I had to care about your feelings. So,
well, that's an interesting thing, I guess, just about the premise of the show is that they all just want that commitment baseline, and it's not really about that's fascinating to me. It's not really about meeting a cool person that they then want to share their life with. It's just kind of, I want to share my life with someone.
Yeah, it's marriage is the goal. So why would you do the process?
Yeah, why would you do the fun part of meeting someone?
And then for you and me, we're marriage is a cool bonus, but don't you want to find an amazing partner to share life with who you actually got to know organically and really
yeah, love? Until all of your family members started to be well, maybe they don't actually like them because it's been so long. Just do it already. So many people, when we said we got engaged, said finally, and I'm like, guys, fuck you.
Yeah.
We're poor. Like,
now you won't go to the final level of hell with all the sin
Exactly.
you've been living in. That's what they said. Finally,
That's definitely what one side of my family thought for sure.
He says he can tell she's upset, and I'm just saying it's really bad when you're getting advice from Derek. Like, that's not good.
Yeah,
that's not good. He like has a wellness thing. Like, he's a sale. Like, I don't know. It's not good. He can tell she's upset, and he asks her what's happening. She claims she's not getting teary-eyed, and like her eyes, she's crying. Brittany says she was thinking that there's got to be a reason that he's not able to open up to her or be vulnerable. He says, "What does vulnerability look like to you?" Tell me what to say, and I'll say. Like, I'll just say it.
He's like, I don't know what that is.
What do you want me to say to make you feel better? And I'll just say the words. Just write them down on a piece of paper. Give me the inflection.
Give me a script.
Write down the accents, and I'll do it. Do you want me to say it in a silly voice? Like,
give me a line reading.
Yeah, who cares? Yeah, I'll put on a costume. She says, "Do you think there's an emotional connection?" Oh, and what does he say? He says, "It could be stronger." She's like, "So that implies there is one?" And then he doesn't even say yes. He's like,
That's like the one time that she took his like total like non-committal answer in the positive way, though. Like, where I would have been like, "What do you mean? Come on!"
Just grasping. It's so desperate. She's just like, "I'm trying." Yeah. She's crying. God, it's terrible. So we get to Rhonda and Pat, and she's like vlogging. I love when they vlog.
Yeah.
And she's mad that Pat.
A lot of vlogging in the show. I didn't really expect that.
It's very. It happens on Love Is Blind too. Sometimes when they're on, but it's mainly when they're on like honeymoon, not when
the camera crew's not like always around.
Yeah. So Rhonda is mad that Pat bought her tickets to a show and didn't check with her. Okay, but like if you're not available, you can just say you're not available. Like, I'm sure he's fine money wise. Yeah. It's not a big deal. Like, God,
but he doesn't listen. It's because he doesn't listen.
Rhonda, cut the guy some slack. Like, oh my God, like, come on. He like did a nice thing.
No, it's that moment in the honeymoon, like when they were on the balcony. She's like, she's still stuck there, like mentally. She's just kind of like, I can't let that go.
She hates him.
She does. She hates him. Anytime he does anything like that, she's like, it's just like that time in the balcony when the editors cut to him going on and on and on and on and on, and about space.
I will say, I still want to know more about when she got robbed, and I still want to know about how her dream as a child was to be named Jennifer. We never got to know about it.
It's really interesting stuff.
He asked her what her dream was as a kid, and she said to be named Jennifer. That's very weird. That's unique. What does it mean? We need to know.
Why was that your dream? She's like, because my older sister was named Jennifer, and she was more of a boy than me.
Thing to say. People say like, "Oh, I want to be a firefighter. I want to be an astronaut. I want to be a Power Ranger." No, she says, "I want to be named fucking Jennifer."
I think I wanted to be Dennis. I think I wanted to be a dentist my whole life.
Yeah, no, I want to be named Jennifer. That's not a fucking dream. That's strange. Okay, and why didn't you fulfill that dream? Why didn't you eventually change it to Jennifer? When did the dream stop? Okay,
like, that is doable.
Pat's fucked up. He didn't have an answer. He's so focused on himself and outer space. Okay, his head's in the clouds. All right. So then she said we should have we should have a shared calendar. And then do you know what he did? He ignored her. And like, I would have too. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I don't want to hear about your stupid shared calendar. I want to ask the guy about disposable gloves too. Somehow disposable gloves are more interesting
than a shared calendar.
Who wants to have a shared calendar with a new wife? Okay. I get
the last thing I want to talk about is a shared calendar.
Yeah. Disposable gloves are more fascinating. And then she shut down, and then he's kind enough to ask her if something is wrong, and she said no. And she's like, he's so clueless. That asshole.
Yeah.
He's so clueless.
He doesn't even know about this Jennifer thing that I am constantly thinking about.
He never asked me about it. Reality Alert wants to know, and he won't even know.
We got to have her on and ask her. I have a whole breakdown of this Jennifer thing.
We need to know, Rhonda. We need to know. We need to know.
If you're in the chat, Rhonda, like, let us know.
She does follow me, and I have DM'd with her, and she has tuned into the live sometimes.
Wait, really?
So there's a good chance she's
Rhonda, let us know.
Rhonda, just want to know. Even leaves our opinions. We love you, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. We love you. We love you.
And Rhonda, this could all be the editors. I don't know anything.
Yeah, Rhonda, we don't know. Yeah, no, we love you, Rhonda. Yeah,
we could be missing all the times.
Look, we don't need to explain ourselves here, okay? We are pundits, okay? We are comedians.
Look, I'm a dumb shit, okay?
I don't need to defend my craft, okay? I see what I see on the television, and I open my mouth and words fall out. Okay?
I react. That's all I do.
Okay, well, words fall out of my mouth, all right?
Look, we were listening to you, Rhonda, and that's the point.
Look, she should have been nicer to Pat. That's the story, okay?
Just be a little nicer to Pat.
I still love her.
Look,
I still need to know about Jennifer.
Her.
She needs to come on the podcast and explain. I'm just going to ask her about Jennifer the whole time.
Yeah.
And
the robbery. Don't forget that.
Yes. So everyone but Derek and Megan on the retreat, they figure it out. So they throw the piss water balloons on her. One thing that stood out to me was one of the pranks was there were fake plugs on the wall. So were they putting like fake outlets on the wall?
These are really interesting pranks. Like
I do have to get, there is some originality here. I have not I've not encountered some of these pranks. I went to summer camp and we did a lot of different pranks.
Mostly like whipped cream based or shaving cream based.
One of my favorite ones is you would go into a cabin and you would fill it up with like Dixie cups with water one by one. So when they would come in, they like couldn't get anywhere, or you would do it like in the middle of the night so that they would kind of have to like step and the water would get everywhere. That was a good one. Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Or cookie dreams. You would wake campers up in the middle of the night and you would feed them like a cookie and you'd be like, eat the cookie. And then they would like eat it, and like, but like our counselors would do to us, like you wouldn't always like remember, and sometimes you would just like wake up and there would be like a cookie on you, or you would like half remember it and be like a cookie dream, but eventually they banned it. Yeah. But that was a good.
Why would they ban that? That's like so wholesome.
Because they're like, you guys have to stop fucking with campers in their sleep. Okay, everything at summer camps eventually becomes like a lawsuit liability. So all the fun stuff gets taken
because
out.
we're all too tired because we're all trying to stay up.
There's so many lawsuits. It's like you can't do it. But yeah, the cookie dreams were great. They were really good. Because only sometimes you'd remember it. Cookie dreams, yeah.
Cookie dreams seems nice. Like that's a nice.
You know, it's a hilarious prank. It's a good prank, right?
Yeah. Like,
sometimes you remember, but sometimes like you would eat a cookie in the middle of the night and like you would not remember yourself.
But sometimes the pranks are just like mean. Like I remember we would do the classic one where you put the like shaving cream in someone's hand and like tickle their face.
Yeah, no, something like that.
But then people would just like drop the pretense of that at all and would just like cover people in shaving cream like while there's and just like ruin their sleeping bag for like the rest of the week.
Yeah, no, I hate that shit. No. We'd also
cookie dreams is where it's at.
Yeah, no, it was mainly just counselors fucking with campers like Sandstorm. It was just like getting glow sticks playing
by Darude.
Yeah, and like waking up kids in the middle of the night while they're trying to sleep and throwing Sandstorm raves. Like that's a great prank, you know.
That's a great
something
prank.
You're gonna remember for the rest of your life, you know. Kids are gonna remember that, you know.
Yeah, you clearly did.
Cookie dreams and Sandstorm, you know, but all banned. That could be a lawsuit, okay?
Look, the Sandstorm lawsuits are bound to happen.
Trauma, okay?
It's trauma. It's real trauma.
Yeah. All right, well, let's get to this group dinner. In confessional, Brittany says she's trying to keep it together, but she's still having doubts. I don't know what about. I mean, Will is clearly her man.
Yeah, clearly they're meant for each other.
Mm-hmm. And Jalen, of course, is, keeping the strong front and saying that her and Josh have worked through their issues. And then Will brings up, even though Brittany's crying, how he said that they could be more emotionally connected earlier. And the other women are like, that would be very upsetting.
Yeah.
If you said that to us, to anyone, you shouldn't do that. And he tries to explain himself, and Brittany just keeps crying. And Megan says, us women feel things. We have feelings and like emotions. What words have meaning, and meaning
and people react to them.
Yeah, it carries weight, and weight. It hurts. You might not have feelings or emotions all the time, but other people do. So consider that.
But look, he has a little dangly earring, so he has a little bit of a sensitive side, obviously.
He's a dangly earring? Well,
yeah, he has a dangly earring, yeah.
Is it new, or has he always had it? I've never noticed.
I noticed it in the wrestling scene.
Okay.
Which I noticed because I was like, he really should have taken that out before they started wrestling.
Oh, you're right. That's dangerous. I feel like I'm kind of
He got
sarcastic,
that
but
thing
I
to
just want to say
retro.
I'm honest. I did not notice.
No, yeah, he's got a little dangly
Yeah.
earring.
And then he gets so defensive. He's like, I was just reassuring her. I'm like, what part of that is reassuring?
It's not. Nothing about it.
Yeah.
Listen
Well,
to all the
reassuring-
women at the table. They're trying to help you, or honestly, just trying to like give you like just leave. Just stand up and say, "I'm out." And
we need
leave.
one reality. They needed to cast one strong personality, like one classic reality TV person to be like, Will, shut the fuck up.
Exactly. There's not like a shit starter on this show. That is kind of the ingredient that's missing from this. Is that like if this was the Housewives, if this was Love Island, there would be like someone with like a BS detector that would be like, I think you hate her.
Yeah, there's no one who's like, I tell it how it is.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yes, I tell it how it is. Character
like us. We should have been on.
We should have been on the show. We
Yeah.
should have gotten married at first sight just to be in the situation.
Yeah.
I'm actually so conflict avoidant that I would have not said shit. Like,
I would say nothing.
Yeah,
I would just be laughing the whole time. I would just that's the problem. I would be
Yeah.
texting everybody the whole time. That's my move. I text people like, "Are you seeing this shit?" And everyone's like, "Stop texting, Max." And I'm like, "Yo, this is so funny." And they're like, "Max, you have to stop texting. You're gonna make me laugh." And I'm like, "That's why I'm doing it. Because I'm an asshole. I'm a huge asshole. Like everybody can see that you have your phone out. They probably assume that you're texting us." And I'm like, "That's why I'm doing it. I'm seeing if I get caught."
They can see that when I take my phone out, you take your phone out a second later.
Yes, but totally no, they don't have proof, so they can't do anything about it.
I'm gaslighting everyone.
Yes, it's fun. It's a game. Life's a game.
There's too many gaslighting characters, not enough tell it like it is.
Yeah, we need some people who just tell it like it is. A no-nonsenser.
And you know what? That should be the experts.
Yeah, but they're full of nonsense.
They're full of nonsense.
Dr. Pepper,
that's why they kept her out.
Yeah, because she has that name of
She's
nonsense.
Her ideas are too dangerous.
Dr. Pepper. Oh man. Well, Ian, this has been very fun. You've been a great guest. I'm sure everybody agrees. Isn't that right, chat? Yes, we love Ian. Yay.
Gloria, Carrie, what do you think?
Perfect.
Damn, it's fine.
Yeah, everybody's getting litty titty.
Wow.
Now I know he's mine.
Yep, everybody's into it.
And most importantly, everybody's butt is safe.
Everybody's butt is definitely safe.
When my little boom boom, little action.
Yes. Ian, before I let you plug yourself a little bit, I want to let everybody know. Of course, gonna be back on. I just actually posted this week's Patreon. We went over all of the Love Center for Love Center. We did all the social media coming out of the Love is Blind season 9 reunion. I did that with fiance Maria. It was amazing. There's like all this crazy gossip that people haven't really been talking about. So if you want to check that out, that's at patreon.com/reality alert. Be sure to check that out. It starts at only $5 a month and $8 for ad-free viewing. You can also check that out on Apple. And of course, I'm going to be back on Wednesday, most likely covering the next 4 episodes coming out for Squid Game, The Challenge. And I just recapped the first 4 episodes of that with Trey Plutnicki. He was in the first season of Squid Game, and he was on he was on Battle Camp, which I was going to say season 1 of Battle Camp, and that's what I've been saying, but Battle Camp is canceled. So he was on Battle Camp this season. So that was great. He was such a good guest. We recapped that in a brisk hour, so not a huge investment. And the season of Squid Game has been better than the first season, and I'm really quite liking it. And of course, I will be back next week recapping episodes 11 and 12. Not the finale or the reunion yet, just 11 and 12 with a couple more special guests here for Married at First Sight. That will be on Friday at 1 p.m. PST. I will see you then, and you should be subscribing at youtube.com/reality alert, Instagram at reality alert podcast. Ian, where can people find you on the internet to see just how special and funny you are?
People can find me at Ian X Mather on all platforms. I'm not like a huge poster, so I'm not going to be blowing up your feed or anything. You won't have to deal with me every day, but every once in a while you might see something and maybe it'll make your day.
Yes, Ian's a super funny guy. We love Ian, and you should give him.
And we love Max, don't we? Don't we, chat? Chat, tell him how much we love Max.
Chat. Yeah.
Look, Max needs this.
I need all love I can get. Well, guys,
yeah.
I will see you very soon. Thank you for everybody in the chat. Thanks everybody for listening, and have a great night. Thanks, Ian. Bye.
Good night.